Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. My audio might be different again today because I reinstalled the ability to dual stream from OBS and it wiped all my filters. So, apologies if it's scuffed. If you need me to reduce it, I can as well. We'll have a fiddle. We'll have a fiddle. Alvin Mujica collab in 2 hours, by the way. Yeah, I'll check it out tomorrow. I think we're gonna have a look at the book in the morrow because I do want to do some more long trail as well. So I'm thinking maybe tomorrow we can check out the new event as well. Yeah, because I just jumped on Just and I was like, it's usually a little bit too late for me, isn't it? The day that the patch goes live, so. It's always better if I do it the day after. So, yeah, how are we doing though, guys? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. How are we doing? The audio's crispy. Does it sound good, does it? Does it actually sound alright? Oh, dude, I was like, you know what? Because I couldn't stream to Twitch yesterday. Let me get this 80 and reinstalled and let's give it a go. And then all my filters went and I was like, no. So I'm a little bit late. So one of them at the minute. You know, when it comes to trying to do anything on YouTube the last few days, it's just been an L. Apart from cooking Saint, you know, I've got to admit, like, you know, that's just been a W. But other than that, it's been massive L's, issues, tech issues. Yeah, remind me never to upgrade my streaming PC again, chat. Remind me never to upgrade my streaming PC again. How are we doing now? Let me get chat up, man. See what you guys are saying. How are we doing? How are we doing? Yo, Flicks, Skybird, Ducklord, welcome to the stream. Ark, hello. Diamond Dog, welcome to the stream. Did I say hello to you, Ducklord? Well, hello again. Deadown, how's it going, dude? Spring Gaming, welcome. Plus Tang makes Wuling even. I love Tang. I really like her. Yo, Casual, what's going on? Where's the competitive gacha? Oh, Gamba should have said. Well, yeah, Arknights is down at the moment, isn't he? Is it 2 hours as it comes back up? Time is it now? It's just gone 1, right? So yeah, it's gonna be like 3 o'clock, right? It didn't mean by the time we got on, it'd be pointless. We could do it tomorrow. I'm down for some Ark Knights tomorrow. It's been too long since I played, man. I'm gonna be forgetting how to E1. Yo, NRV, welcome to the stream. How's it going as well? Just casual. Hello. Cass, welcome. Lauren, welcome to the stream. Yo, Diamond Dog, welcome to the stream. Share it to everybody in chat, guys. Appreciate you stopping by. So yeah, apologies about being a little bit late today. I said yesterday I was gonna stream yesterday evening. And we might have a little look at those Saint files. I had a little skim through. They don't look like there's anything interesting in there, though, if I'm honest. You know, I think what we'll do is the best thing to do when it comes to Saint. That's why I think people shouldn't be trying to react to everything he does every single day. Just let bro cook himself for a little bit because he does a really good job at it, right? You know what I mean? and then see what he's got to say. I mean, that's the best way to handle him, man, because you just have to let the dude speak for long enough, and he's just like, okay, all right, you made yourself look a big enough fool already. Now we can respond to that, potentially. I saw yesterday, though, in a Cap stream, he was getting a bit salty, wasn't he? That she was getting so many donos. Kind of funny. Actually, kind of funny. But how are we doing? See if I get lucky. I've barely got any pulls, bro. Because I ain't been playing ever because of Enfield. Like, I've been logging on and doing a bit of dailies and stuff, but that's about it. Like, I haven't played at all. So I think we do some of the event tomorrow. Maybe do a couple of pulls just for the sake of it, right? Back to Enfield Thursday. See, like, Friday is going to be a bit awkward for me this week because I'm going away this weekend. I'm going away with Rosie, my sister and my brother-in-law, and they're going to be picking me up, and we're going to go pick Rosie up from work. So it's probably best if I just don't stream because I need to get ready, make sure I've got both of our stuff ready because obviously Rosie's going to be at work, and then they're going to pick me up about 4 o'clock. So I need to be like ready really at 3:30, and obviously be getting ready before that. So it's probably just best I don't stream Friday. So I don't know exactly when I'm going to be back, so there might be no streams at all on the weekend. Maybe just Sunday afternoon, evening. We'll figure it out anyway. We'll figure it out. But I do want to get back on Long Trail, man. I do want to get back on Long Trail. Farm is farm. Yeah. Let's be real, this drama's been a win for everyone. I think it's definitely been a win for the community, personally. I know there's a lot of people saying that, like, they think it's bad for the space. I do think, like, the petty drama that's been continually happening for the space has been bad. Right, but I think cleaning out bad parts of the space, or at least shining a light on them, I think it's worth it, man. I think it's worth it, don't you? You know? The club gives 23 pulls as well. Yeah, man, we'll throw some in there. Picks fell off. What the E1s? Are we talking Ark Knights here? Am I washed? Or am I just a washed CC? Well, I know I'm a washed CC. You know, I washed up Huyo CC actually, even though I've never been a Huyo CC. Funny though, I saw Tectone in Zane's comments again. Man, he's so desperately trying to get some backup, isn't he? It's pretty sad. Did I say hello to you as well, Skybird? Welcome to the stream. I know, Flicks, I know. It's, just hasn't been, has he? It just hasn't been. After this weekend, though, we're going to be locking in. We are. I know I keep saying that, but we are. New Year's resolution lasted all 2 weeks. Well, that's how it's supposed to be, though, innit? Like, you know, that's what New Year's resolutions are for, right? Failing right off the bat. So, yeah. As I said yesterday, though, you'll have to cut me a little bit of slack, though, with everything that's happened the last few days. You know, it was one of them, right? It was one of them. It's not something that we'll be doing often or getting involved often, but, like, you know, we got to, we got to swing when we got to swing. Try my best not to, but we got to swing when we got to swing. Have you done a lot of IS in Ark Knights? I'd love to see one runs from you. I've done a little bit of IS runs on. Actually, if you ever want to see my very first IS run, if you go to Dr. Patanga's stream, channel, he actually reacted. You know, maybe he does his reactions to, like, people's first runs. He reacted to my very first run. This is going back to, I want to say, like, June, right? I think I was on holiday when he watched that. So, yeah, you should check that out. I haven't really done much on stream. I've not done massive amounts of integrated strategies, if I'm honest. I do really like it, though. I think the plan is, because, and even more so now, we've got to catch up on the story. Because Enfield's out now, it feels less of a rush to, right? So we can just, like, start enjoying Ark Knights again. You know what I mean? Rather than rushing through stuff. So we're going to finish off Lone Trail. And we're going to start chapter 13. And then, obviously, we got Babel. And then, I think, try and tackle the main story. Get caught up. And then have, like, a couple of weeks of some IS streams. Because it'd be nice then. Because we'll probably be into a point where we've got some sort of cycle beginning to build up with Enfield content. And then we can, like, you know, have some, like, IS streams, event streams in Ark Knights, and then come back to Enfield and do Enfield content and try and find a bit of a balance. That's been the plan all along, really, is to just, you know, once the launch of Enfield's kind of, like, out the way and everything's settled down, we can, like, start to get into a nice cycle and a balance of content between the two games, and then obviously start throwing in some other games as well there, because I do want to get back to Limbus. I know I keep saying it. I do want to play Warframe as well, and obviously there's other games, you know, to check out. Like, obviously NTE looks like it's going to be coming out in a couple of months. I'm going to play NTE as well. I want to check it out, right? It looks like it's got some cool little bits to it. Whether it'll be a game that I'll play regularly, I don't know. But I do want to check it out. I'm not gonna lie, you know, because I wasn't a massive fan of DNA when it launched, right? I do kind of just want to give the game a fair shake as well. Specifically, really more so, just to get a bit of a comparison between Warframe and the game, you know. Yo, Jerry, what's going on, dude? Welcome to the stream. It do be like that sometimes. Yeah, you got to do what you got to do, right? Yo, Shah, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Nissan, welcome. E2 in OG Ark Knights Enfield. Which one's going to come first, I wonder? Definitely be Enfield. Long Trail and Babel Chapter 14 is so good to do back-to-back. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it. Global PC client next year, trust. Is that actually happening? Or are we just cult maxing? Yo, Marco, what's going on, dude? Right, Warframe with me, but I'll be down, dude. I was doing some runs with viewers, actually. Yo, Zents, what's going on, dude? Welcome to the stream. Malene, welcome, welcome. DNA felt to me unfinished and not doing so. Yeah, like, I think the thing for me, like, with DNA, right? Because I was never, I played a bit of Warframe back in the day, but I wasn't a Warframe player. Like, it just felt like a bit of a jankier version of Warframe. I think the first couple of hours of the story filtered me hard, man. And I know a lot of people talk about how it got a lot better. Those first few hours, ooh, filtered me so bad. And background music's loud, is it? There you go. Yeah, maybe drop it down in OBS a little bit, maybe. Shouldn't be too loud. Brought it down a little bit, though. Maybe that's better. You get my PC client via Steam. Oh, does it? Oh, I'd love a Steam version. Like a way worse Warframe, if devs work on Extra Division. Yeah, I think it's one of those games, as long as they can keep bringing in enough money, and they can differentiate themselves. I think that's their job now, right? One, obviously improve the game, QOL, tighten things up, but attempt to differentiate themselves from Warframe if they can make enough money to continue to do so, which I don't even know how much money they're making, so I don't know. Much better know what it is. I do trust your soul enough for them to release it in 6 months' time, but hey, it could be a surprise us until then we're coping. Yeah, it is really, and it's pretty much fucking a homework copy, more or less. Fucking hell, my description got fucked up by Restream chat. So yeah, man, it's just going to be a bit of a chill one today, guys. Going to check out a couple of videos, and then we're going to get into Enfield. So I got a couple in. I wanted to watch this one yesterday. The Vastest World in Gaming just doubled in size. Sorry. And then I want to check out Wuthering Waves has changed. So there's those 2 videos I think we'll check out today. We're finishing Wuling today. Oh, I don't know if we'll finish it. We'll have a good go though. I do not trust Yosar enough. Oh, you don't trust him enough. I read that as you do. My bad. Have you heard about the 1.1 banner? I haven't. No, I haven't. Is it looking tasty? That's all I'll say. Don't tell people in chat, but is it looking tasty? When you first see Fangy in the second Wuling region intro, you're about to hear the best song in Enfield. Oh, really? Okay. DNA could be very good if they avoid the pitfalls that Warframe experience never addressed. And making Gryphline a game hub surely means that they're stopping at Enfield, right? Bro, in loving Woo, I'm barely getting to the Gobrina spot. It's good though. Yeah, Woo is a good game, man. Woo is a good game. Even though I don't play it anymore, it's a good game, you know? Like any game, it's got its shortcomings, but it is a good game. 2 banners instead of 3, like this version. Oh, there's going to be 2 banners. Interesting. Okay, so you reckon that 3 banner thing was just a launch thing then? Okay. Yeah, Hypergryph does the best music in all of Gacha. Yeah, Hypergryph does do good music. I think the thing with Hypergryph, right? Don't get me wrong, there's some of the games that have absolute bangers. The thing with Hypergryph, especially Ark Knights, is just the amount of quality. Just the variety as well of insane quality. My prediction for 1.1 is Tang Tang and Rossi. See, like, I just want an electro unit, man. But, like, I'm getting to the point now where I'm like, I want to start pulling. The Gacha itchy's kicking in now. But, like, I want to swipe as well, but they still ain't got PayPal backup. Like, I'm like, I really don't want to put my bank on there, but, like, if I have to, I will. I just prefer to use PayPal, like, you know what I mean? But, hey, it is what it is. We got to do what we got to do, right? We got to do what we got to do, and if that means we got to, slap the card on there and swipe, we'll have to do that instead. Alright, let's get started. Let's get started today. Like I say, it's going to be a chill one. It's going to be a chill one, guys. I'm going to sort the chat out as well. Chat's a bit fucked at the minute. I can get it so it's got some cool little boxes around and stuff, but I think we're on the main screen. I don't know if it'll be a bit too much. Block out a bit too much, so we'll see. Pix Rage for the Mivu main DPS for real. Dude, I want a nice juicy 6-star Electro, man. That's what I'm after. Chat finding looks readable. Can you read it? Yeah. I'll sort it out so it looks a little bit better on screen as well. Like I said, I can have it like looking even better. The only problem is I'm going to try and see if I can separate the two browser sources so we can have two. We'll see how that works. So we can have it look kind of like this in stream so it's not too distracting. And then when we're on this scene, we can have it look like you know, we can have it look like a load of different stuff like 8-bit style, comic style, load of different options. We've heard the gacha currently is. It's technically possible to pull a 10 6-star but got no banner. So like that's the thing as well. Talking about 5 stars, that's one thing. And I'm not expecting Ark Knights level right because of the type of game it is. It just allows for it. But I hope we do get a decent amount of 5 stars. And even now and again, some 4 stars, right? It would be a shame that in a year's time, a year and a half time, that the 4 stars we got was just a starting 4 stars. I hope we get like some thrown in there now and again for the fun. Like it just switches things up a little bit, doesn't it? I know they'll be less useful as well. The more and more people have 6 stars and stuff like. But you know, I do hope we have a meta that just even if it's just literally for people like me who might want to play a niche, do you know? Just run alright, let's run a particular 4-star squad, whatever it might be, a faction or something, and it's all 4 stars. And the same for 5 stars as well. Do you hear that, Ducklud? Yes, BS commissions, yeah, we're gonna play it tomorrow. The LGB light in the background. I ain't got my little flickery light up there. We'll need them to add more niches for more 4 stars to show up, in my opinion. Definitely, yeah, definitely. Whether or not, like I say, it's probably copium as well. What's going on as well, Easy? It's probably copium as well because, I just... Not that we're not... Well, we're not going to get the sort of role variety, are we, because of the type of game it is, but I just... Yeah... They're obviously, because it's going to cost more to make units in this game, they are going to try and... Oh, I'm expecting them to potentially cater more towards 6 stars, right? And it'd be kind of like, I guess, like a Wua situation where every now and again you might get a lower rarity, but it'll be rare in itself. If I get me for on the way, dope. An Electro 6-star would be great right now, but I really want to use everyone now because she's fun, man. I think... I haven't used everybody in the game, obviously, like, right. The physical team with Helga's fun. I actually quite like using Ardelia as the main character to use as well. She's quite fun as well. But Aviwena's fun, man. She's, like, satisfying to use. And, you know, like a Thunder Lances. They're so much fun, like, because... You can play around with them a little bit more than you... Like, I suppose, the way you play around with the Lances, and this is why I hope we get more interesting kits kind of like hers, because you know where we had the slow down thing before? It'd be a way to kind of add that sort of control, if you will, but without the slow down, because you kind of get that with everyone, you know what I mean? Like, you can drop your skill, your chain skill, right? Throw your things out there, throw your ult out there as well. You can have 2 of them out there, actually, if you want. And then you can rotate yourself around the battleground or drop them in a particular spot to line yourself up to get that nice fucking, like, kind of thing. It's satisfying as fuck to use, man. And hopefully we get more characters like that actually have, like, deployable utility to a degree. So you can drop it down and move around and kind of use it in that way, maybe. So you get lineups and stuff, like, because I think that really does, it does add a lot of fun to the game and enjoyment. I just want the operators to transition to the standard pool after their rerun. I would like something like that as well. Even if it's not like a permanent station there. They do some sort of like kernel rotation or something like that. Like, I'd love something like that, I would. Oblivion BGM is goated. Sick, yeah. Out there go Genshin runes and have some crap full sword. Yeah, man. Yeah, I agree. My favourite 6-star right now. I really like Ardelia, man. I do. I think because she's so useful, right? Helga's sick though. Helga's sick to use. I must admit, man, Aviwena's my favourite character at the minute. She's just fun. Like, I think she's potentially one of the most fun units in the game. Yo, Renegade, what's up, dude? I was able to get all the time gated trim medals for 3 bosses using physical team. The satisfaction I got from completing that challenge is heavenly. No pull reward, just the satisfaction that you achieved something hard and got a medal for it. Well, that's the way it should be, right? That's the way it should be. Because you're not forcing yourself to do it that desperate for the pulls. You don't have to if you don't want to, but if you want to, that's how you get the enjoyment, right? Rather than like, oh, I got half a pull. I use Last right now, and she's pretty much rotation bot nuke type character. Not really fun, but hitting the big ult numbers is kind of satisfying. Yeah, I've heard that she's really good actually, especially once you get used to like using it, because you can animation cancel with her. Yeah. No, it's going to be tomorrow, the AK stream. Yo, Neo, what's up, dude? Bertru's nuts in electric team for sure. She's the most useful for real. Man at my girl. Last right, not gonna lie. She's so clunky. Yeah, a lot of people have said that. Apparently, though, I've heard as well, once you start to get a little bit more accustomed to, like, her animations and switching things up, people are saying that she's really cool in that sense, but she does look a little bit sloppy. Gilberta because she's cute. Gilberta's fun to use, though. I did use her in the previous beta. Like, doing any sort of lift stuff in Enfield, you know, getting, like, sort of lift CC kind of stuff, it's just fun, isn't it? People are actually very confused with the Ark Knights achievement system since people are expecting pull currency. We don't do that here in Ark Knights. You main Chen for now. Most great stores operators clunky, I don't mind it, to be honest. Yeah, I'm okay, because I suppose it depends, right? I suppose you can have heavy hitting without clunky, but typically you want sort of you know, an impactful feel. And I suppose to some degree with a game like this, it's probably going to feel somewhat clunky to other units. I also love that Umbral has horrible reward on normal difficulty where agony is just satisfaction. Yeah, that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. That's the way a gacha game should do. Because for me, then, it makes, not only is it so you don't have to sweat your tits off or get, like, stat checked to get a couple of extra pulls, right? Because we know more than likely it's going to be free-to-play players who are getting stat checked. Otherwise, you're probably getting skill checked because you've probably got the stats to do it, but not the skill. And I'm all up for that because as well, it encourages good design in events and endgame as well. Or you'd hope, because they can't rely on pull currency as the reward. Like, fun's the reward, really, isn't it? For the more difficult stuff, at least, anyway. Yeah, dash C after enter and dash C during recovery frames of the final strike. Way less cool than it sounds, though. Oh, really? Okay. Yo, Leo, what's up, dude? Since most endmin abilities only have a small AoE, get able to group them will easily double my damage, if not more. Yeah, I think we're going to have some really cool CC AoE stuff in the future. Umbral Monument is like the CC in AK, you clear it for the satisfaction. Yeah. Renegade was, yeah. Just can't get into Ark Knights, just not for me, I guess. That's fair, that's fair. It's not for everybody, easy. Gacha gamers have forgotten to play the game for fun. Well, I think gacha gamers have forgot to fucking play games. You know, when you give them game, I'm like, what's this? I don't want to do stuff. Speaking of clunky, triggering, embers, combo, skill is one of them. Yeah, I just find her unsatisfying to use for me. She's just, and she somewhat feels sort of she just feels like she doesn't fit great either. But like, yeah, I don't find her enjoyable to use. Actually, I just don't find her enjoyable to use. Umbral Monument is probably very AoE focused, at least according to the beta. Gilberta's going to be insane. What's going on as well, Moose? Welcome to the stream. Obviously do grouping, but Gil makes it better. You can also dash cancel before the last strike and keep the last strike if you need to dodge a hit, but conserve the last strike. Kind of niche tech though. I like Emma on my team. She's my tanky healer smash lady. Hey, yo, end of the day. That's why we want variety, right? Like, you want those units in the game. The sort of units you're like, dude, obviously we don't want trash units, really, but you want the sort of units where you're like, this ain't for me, because it's going to be for somebody else, right? That's where you want that variety, like kind of like Ark Knights, where a unit you might go, I hate using this unit. Somebody compare it and use it in a way that it just fucking works, right? I think that's what we want, man. That's what we want. Gacha gamers playing Red Dead Redemption 2 when we can pull Dutch. Nah, it feels so good with snow shine. That's it, innit? It's each their own. Each their own. It's just not for me, man. Gacha games make people lazy with gaming. I'm only missing Emma and Yvonne, kind of crazy with 2 weeks of playing. I've got most of the units now. Yeah, man, I haven't pulled on any of the new banners apart from like the temporary tickets that you get for the specific banners. I say I'm waiting for the next set, man. I probably could have pulled because, like I say, I'm willing to swipe. I'm just waiting for PayPal to come back up, man. I'm doing good, man, dude. Doing really good, actually. I don't see the point of using defenders at the mall. Yeah, Emma Kitty's all over the place. Very little consistency, combo skill. Defender's only good if you like face rolling enemies. But that's what I'm saying now. That's good as well. Like, you want that, right? Because, like, what I want to see, like, because we've heard that they're like, you know, like, it's like a fan of like Dark Souls and stuff. Like, I want that sort of stuff. I do. Even if it's not a style I use, you know, you want like fast-paced, agile teams. You want your CC teams, your AOE teams, you're different, right? You want your teams where it's built around fuck dodging, bro. I don't do that shit. I'm gonna face tank everything. You know, like, you want that sort of stuff, don't you? So like, people can just switch it up, and their job is like, right, we're gonna take time fighting this fight, but I'm gonna take everything it throws at me. Whereas somebody else could go for like super high DPS glass cannon kind of team and stuff. That's what you want in the game, really. Emma's physique adds damage to her strike. Her tits are so huge that when she jumps on an enemy, the weight of her tits strikes extra G-force. The areola shock. Is that what you're saying? The areola shock. Are you into theory crafting, spreadsheeting and shit? I don't mind a bit of theory crafting, and I'll have a glance at some spreadsheeting, but it's not my sort of stuff that much, really, to be fair. I like theory crafting around like potential characters, like kits, but more from a pure theory crafting sense rather than like, you know, spreadsheeting it. Defender's supposed to be a bed CC. True, there's a couple of styles to use. Yeah, I want more of that. I want more of them. I play Soulshine, Alesh, Enmin, Ember Shattercom. Ember is my vulnerable spammer for Enmin Nuke. I think if Ark Knights Enfield wasn't a gacha, I'd be more interested in it. Ruru's really screwed me up when it comes to gambling, and I tend to treat it like, okay. Yeah, no, honestly, I understand it, dude. Like I say, I think a lot of people go through that with gacha games sometimes. Like, I think they'll have a game that they might stick to more regularly, but I think a lot of people go through that with gacha in general, where it's just like, I need a break from this fucking genre, you know? I need a break from the rat race, if you will, because it is kind of a rat race, gacha is, isn't it? It is, you know? Prepping for events, banners, new patch, you know, it's a cycle that you get into, and sometimes it can get a little bit, you know, it can be a bit of a drag, can't it? So it's nice sometimes to just find a nice new game that you can... It's like, I need to get on Hightail, man. I've been waiting to play that. And I want to get back on Deadlock as well. I do need to get myself some gaming sessions off stream, you know, where I just switch off and I just game. It's why I'm looking forward to Forza as well, actually. And this Beta Decay. I want a game that I can just get lost in, even though I am kind of getting lost in Enfield and Arknights, but that's more like stream stuff. I want like an offline kind of thing. Yeah, the hamster wheel, yeah. First step is taking a break from doing dailies, yeah. What's going on as well, Baku? I think the Fizz team is super strong if built well. I have mine built for Stagger and Parker's an SP battery. He's physical strong in this game. Try Menace, I think you could find it fun. Up on Minecraft, I don't light every once in a while. Yeah, I really want to, I need to start. Like, what I tend to do, I'll have a little, just chill on an MMO every now and again, like, before, even though that's shutting down soon, I'd jump on, like, New World or Guild Wars 2 or something like that, you know what I mean? Or, before, things like Valorant, although I really need to stay off Valorant, because I know I love that game. I know I love that game. It's a cup of tea. Cup of tea. Ark Raiders has been pretty fun with me. Ark Raiders does look cool. Do you know what? That's one game that was like a cultural moment, right? When that first came out, you know, it was everywhere. Like, the whole of Twitter was abuzz with it, content everywhere. Never played Helldivers. Never played it, man. League, nah. Oh, I can't. I'm shit at MOBAs. The only MOBA that I can play is Deadlock, but that feels more like a hero shooter. I think that's what it is for me. Like, I'm fucking trash at fucking MOBAs, man. I ain't got a rank anymore. I can't even remember what my highest rank was. If I can check. I don't remember what my fucking... What was it now? Could just log in, actually. I think I need to reinstall it, though. Yeah, I'm gonna have to reinstall it. I think it was like... It was Platinum or Diamond Summer. I was never like a high elo player. I was never like a high elo player. You gotta get Helldivers. As a league player, never touch it. Play Valorant, I know you want. Dude, the problem is with Valorant, man, I swear I'll just no lie for you. You think my streaming videos have been inconsistent recently? Bro, you won't see me. You'll be like, yo, did Pix die? It's like, nah, he's been playing Valorant straight for 7 days. You know? So... I mean, those are okay ranks out. Yeah, they're nothing spectacular. Nothing spectacular. I think as well, for me, I was max running a 3-man squad. It was usually solo as well. And sometimes a duo, mainly solo and on stream. So it was like, you know, I could never fully lock in anyway. And you know what solo queuing's like sometimes. Mobs are the most toxic online space of all time, even more toxic than Saints chat. Discord. Good day to the employee people. What's going on, Rob Roy? Welcome, welcome. Do I prefer playing games on stream or off stream? It depends on the kind of game, right? Like Ark Knights. I love playing Ark Knights on stream. I think I might actually enjoy Ark Knights on stream than off stream, actually, which is kind of interesting. I do enjoy playing it off stream as well. Enfield, I think I might enjoy Enfield more off stream because I can really immerse myself into it. I think it depends on immersion, right? Because like Ark Knights, you immerse yourself in the story and the world, which I can do with you guys, and I enjoy that back and forth as well. Where the gameplay itself, it's just a strategy game, right? You immerse yourself in the strat rather than immersing yourself in the world. But yeah, you know, if I'm playing something like RuneScape, Dragon Wilds, or you know, like that sort of game, again, like Enfield or whatever, like something like that Beta Decay that's coming out, I think I prefer to play that off stream, and I can just switch off, put a video on the second monitor, and just, you know, play the hours away kind of thing, like. Follow me. I've been moulded by MOBA games. I played Dota 2 for 10 years, and the great thing at Dota is that it embraces toxicity. You can spam voice lines like you're a clown to enemy teams. Valorant is peak. Yeah, solo queue is rough, man. It's fucking rough. Especially in EU as well sometimes, because like, obviously most people do speak English, but sometimes communication, man, like, I think it's most of the time me, because I'll speak, and Europeans are just like, what the fuck did you say? You know? Especially when it's in a heightened moment and you're trying to give call-outs to somebody. Yeah, me too, man. Like, when I was a kid, I was like RPGs, specifically JRPGs. I've always liked my story games as well. I was a COD boy, you know, COD, Halo, Ghost Recon, stuff like that. Love my extraction shooters, love battle royales, you know. Yeah, I've always enjoyed shooters, CS:GO, you know, Valorant, that sort of stuff. I've always enjoyed shooter games. You're genuinely more hyped about the Ark Knights PC client than ever was for Enfield. You don't really have hope in your star. Your starred. You've always been in single-player story games. They're chill though, right? You know? Like for me, I love to go back and play like Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, San Andreas, go through the Halo games, The Witcher 3, Mass Effect trilogy. They're games that I like to revisit, like, you know what I mean? And they're my cozy games, you know? They're my cozy games, they are. Like last year, it would have been the run up to last Christmas, not this Christmas gone, the one before. I'd stopped kind of making content for a bit and run up to Christmas. I was just chilling. You know, I played through Halo Reach, Halo 2. I stopped at that and I started playing GTA, and it was nice, man. I was just chilling, you know what I mean? I'd go to the gym, I'd do my bits of work and stuff, and then bam, I just game all day. It was a good fucking time, man. It was a good time. As a European, you're right, mate. Oh no. Sonny Mika does not talk to British people. When I lived in Italy, bro, they were frying my shit in voice chat. Yeah, dude, man. Yo, Europeans can be, well, it's Brits as well. I swear EU is like, it's, yeah. I feel like NA just, don't get me wrong, you get fried on there as well. But people feel a little bit more welcoming. Like, man, the amount of times you just open your mouth sometimes, and like, whether it's you or other people, and you just get fried. It's just like, okay, alright. No voice comms today then. PC client is made. It's crazy how smooth it was for so far. I haven't had a single lag as well. Oh, you're playing is the CN client out now, is he? Yeah, whenever I play NA, it feels like, yeah, I think so. Especially with games like Valorant, definitely. Yeah, everybody just likes to flame each other in EU, right? I think it's a rite of passage when you're playing multiplayer games, right? Toxic lobbies for Southeast Asians on MOBAs. Yeah, it's out. Okay, shit, I didn't even know. Now we need to bring back Xbox 360 COD lobby voice chat. Bro, that shit was wild. Especially on the PlayStation as well. Because like on PlayStation, I had no party chat, right? Because there was no separated memory. So, everybody was hot micing. So, yeah. That was crazy. New upcoming gacha games. I think they're definitely starting to look to PC as a real factor. Man, look at Ark Knights Enfield. 60% of the CN audience is PC. That's huge, man. That is fucking huge. I think 4% was console, but console's a lot smaller in China. And 70% of international is PC and console. Actually insane. Insane when you think about it, right? It's a big shift, really. That's why I said this before, like when we just, like, obviously we report on the gacha revenue, right? We can only report what we see. But like we've spoke about this multiple times about the hidden revenue, especially in games like prior to Enfield, like Wuthering Waves. I wouldn't be surprised if it's somewhat similar to Wuthering Waves, right? That it's that sort of number. Because it's a PC game that just happens to be on mobile. And probably the same for Zenless. Maybe less so for like Genshin and Star Rail, because they've run better on mobiles, aren't they? Because they're a little bit older and stuff. But I would imagine they've still got huge hidden revenue that we just never see. And that's not even taking into account that the revenue we do see is conservative anyway, so... NA's repetitive insult, EU's where the creative insults come from. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Do you know the IOC active regions captured too though? I haven't, no. Don't want 360 chat back. Worst part about EU is sharing a server with the French and Arabic. They're nothing but shitters. PC market is richer than mobile anyway. Mobile plebs, you know. Well, I think you've got a different demographic in a sense that, because they said this as well, Hypergryph, right? And we just know this, right? More often than not, unless it's somebody's only access, and even then they're going to be limited just by the device itself and the input methods and stuff, right? Is that if you're playing on console and PC, you're going to expect more of a game, right? You know what I mean? In the traditional sense, where on mobile, you know, you can't interact with the game in the same way, right? So it facilitates a different game design. And I wonder as well, now they've got these metrics, if it is potentially altering development priorities going forward in Enfield. Because I'm sure they were expecting a big portion of the market, especially internationally, to be PC and console, right? They were launching on console. They've got to expect it. And then they know that the domestic market for console is very small. So I wonder if, after seeing those numbers, they've sat back and gone, fuck, shit, okay. Yeah, maybe we need to make sure we're adjusting potential for the future for console and PlayStation as well, right? I just spat on my freaking mic, nice. You know what I mean? And Hoya also make a shit ton of money through merch. Yeah. Oh yeah, these companies are making far more money than we can ever imagine. Far more. Hypergryph Smoke and Flexer keep saying silent. The thing is, it didn't. I don't know if he'll have a video coming out because he's been too busy getting absolutely flambéed by everybody, and then still thinks he's won by, yeah, because whatever, dude's an idiot. He was using Twitch Tracker again the other day to say the game's fucking dead and they're gonna have to reboot it, have a soft launch again. It's like, brother, Twitch Tracker is not how you track a game's success, man. It's just like the most moronic, isolated trend tracker to track a game's success in such a vacuum, right? A specific, more Western orientated niche vacuum within a niche of gaming anyway, right? Don't get me wrong, streaming's massive, right? But to use it as some form of detector on the success of a game it's just so silly. It's so silly. But mate, is this what the bots are doing now? Network is lagging right now, lol. Your channel has a unique name and I love your content. Joining next stream with friends. Add me on Discord. The bots are getting more botty. What the hell? I don't know if you really want to talk about it. Yes, it was hilarious. It was hilarious. You could tell, like, yesterday in Saint's stream. Like, where is he? It was just, this was the perfect example of Saint yesterday. That hype train was insane and it was hilarious. You're botting views, Biggs, right? Caught. That's a new meta at the minute, isn't it? Accusing everybody of what's it in? Can you guys see full screen? Because with this new setup, I can't even see full screen. This is perfect example of Saint yesterday. When he was laughing about it, as she was just getting sub after sub after sub. It's funny. But yeah, alright, should we check out these should we check out these videos? Should we check out these videos? Check out these videos. I don't know. What's this? Ark Knights fan animation will make you cry. The fuck is this? Oh shit. Where is he? Okay, yeah, I want to check this out.
Long-time viewers of the channel,
I'm curious about this, and I'm curious about this. Now this, you know, I'll take PvP with Saint any day. Take way less flack fighting with Saint than questioning Wuthering Waves. So we've got to be careful there. We gotta be careful there. So, yeah, but I want to check those. I want to check those videos. I haven't, no, Leo. I need to watch the CN live stream. I need to watch it. I need to, Duck Lord. No, I haven't. I can't tell where it's disingenuous. Like, a lot of people in my chat like to tell me about it. And I think, like, obviously, last thing I'm saying, I think he has a low emotional intelligence. But I think he's intelligent. Like, there's a difference. Intelligence works in different ways, though, right? You know, a lot of people get that misconstrued. Like, he definitely doesn't have wisdom, right? He's definitely not wise. He definitely doesn't have an emotional intelligence. He's a person that has education behind him, you know, an ability to absorb information. But that doesn't exactly mean you're smart in every way, right? Because, you know, this is how you work lats. Working my lats. Yeah. Oh, that's how you do lats. This is, so, you know, stuff like that. He's like that intelligent. He doesn't know basic biological facts, which what to expect. He's a linebacker, though. He's a linebacker, apparently. I've never heard something so full of bollocks in my life. All right, then. Should we start off with Wuthering Waves has changed? Let's start off with Wuthering Waves has changed, shall we? I think, let's get the potential flaming out the way, because I'm more scared about talking about Wuthering Waves than anybody else. Yo, Kathy! How's it going? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. People already playing CN Ark Knights PC client. Yeah, Duck Lord, he's actually used. Intelligence, I mean, shit, if you will, for ignorant. Yeah, I think he genuinely thinks his audience is stupid, which the last few days, I think has proven a large part of his audience, the ones who support him, are stupid, actually. And I hate to say that, because it's a generalisation, but you see the comments. They are stupid, so I can understand him insulting their intelligence and just feeding them shit, because they're like, more, please. So, at the end of the day, you know, how bad can you feel for a person who keeps eating Tide Pods, right? At the end of the day, so, well, up to you, buddy. Do what you're gonna do. You know what I mean? I went live at just after 1 o'clock, Kathy. I managed to get the dual streaming set up today. I might make a Wuthering Waves change video in 2 years. All right, let's see what this is saying then. All right, I gotta be careful about what I say, right? Because if I speak, I will be in trouble. We all know what happened with my 3.0 bike take, which I still stand by the way. Of course, I do believe my video was poorly made, badly framed. I didn't express myself eloquently or well at all. But let's see what Mephisto has got to say and why Wuthering Waves has changed. I don't know what he's going to be talking about here specifically, but let's get into it. Let's have a look.
Wuthering Waves is a game that throughout its release has changed a lot, and it has become a game that you cannot really compare to 1.0 anymore.
I think that's fair, right? I was called crazy for saying when I looked at 3.0 of saying it doesn't feel like it looks like WoW or feel like WoW. And if you go back to 1.0, again, I rolled that back, that feel, because it, you know, it's totally just my own interpretation. But at the same time, I somewhat think it's right, you know? Like, and it doesn't have to mean it's a bad thing, right? Progression and change can wholeheartedly be good, and obviously it's up to people how they take that change, right? But yeah, man, you know, look at the modes of transport we've got, the different things we've got added into the game, the new systems, you know, transducers, you know, stuff like that.
And the more Wuthering Waves changed, the more I started realizing that it started distancing itself more and more from the things that made me fall in love with Wuthering Waves in the first place.
Okay.
And after going through both 3.0
You're not allowed to say this. You're not allowed to say this.
and 3.1.
Oh, the bike's not good. I'm not a fan of it. I don't mind modes of transport in my games. I feel like the bike in Wuthering Waves is so powerful. It's been a massive change in how the world's designed to the point where I'm not a fan of it, right? I don't find the exploration enjoyable. It didn't look like it was going to be enjoyable to me. And then after I tried it, I was like, yeah, this is not for me. First few minutes, it's like, hey, ooh, you know, running around on the bike. And then I was just like, yeah, I kind of prefer like true exploration or doing open world games. Not saying that's not, but just how I interpret it.
I can sadly pretty much 100% say that Wuthering Waves is not the game anymore that originally pulled me in and made me play it 8 hours a day. I also want to say that this will be the last video of this sort, as I firmly believe that the current direction of the game is the final one, and that this is the direction.
I agree. I said this. I think, don't get me wrong, I think Flight is a cool addition, and I think Bikes can be a cool addition. I think you have to design the world and fit utility into it, in my opinion, rather than create the world around utility. And I think my worries now, that's the, specifically regarding exploration. I know he's probably going to talk about other things, but specifically exploration, I think that's the journey we're on now, is each new space will be, right, this is the utility, the world gets built around it. And that can be fun, right? That can be fun, just for me. You know, it's not so much something that I'm wildly interested in. Unless I come out with something super interesting, then maybe I'll change my mind.
Direction Kuro wants Wuthering Waves to go. So I will just one last time talk in detail about everything, and after that pretty much not mention it anymore. Now before we dive in case you're not a long-time viewer, I have been with Wuthering Waves since basically even before the release, since I was lucky enough to get CBT2 access.
Oh, nice.
And I was obviously super hooked by a combat-oriented Souls-like gacha game. So I have...
The combat is fire. Like, the combat is good. Right, whatever you say about meta and character kits and stuff, as just fundamentally a gameplay mechanic loop, a style of gameplay, it is good. It is really good.
I've been there for basically everything. Keep in mind that pretty much everything I'm going to say is 100% objective, and that I am, objectively speaking...
Well, I think he misspoke there more. Oh, buddy, you're not allowed to have subjective takes anyway, so you might as well just say it as an objective fact, because people will take it as that.
Wrong with nearly everything, as 3.0 has been the patch with the highest concurrent players on Steam.
Opinion detected.
And 3.1 has already managed to become the highest revenue patch in all of Wuva. This means that the game objectively is doing very good and is going into a very good direction overall, as more people want to play it and more people want to spend money on it. Now, before I start talking about all these me issues, I want to address the actual big problem of Wuthering Waves, which is just objectively something that needs to be addressed, and that's the optimization of the game. This game is a mess at the moment.
I don't think you'll get anybody argue with you on that, right? Like, the game file size, the mobile enjoyment. I've heard it's a bit rough on console as well sometimes, because they constantly seem to want to keep stepping things up, which is good for a game. You want that from games, right? You want flashier things, bigger stuff. Not always, it doesn't always work, but you want that. But, you know, there's a level where you have to get to where it's like, right, we've got to start optimizing the stuff that we've got before we start layering extra stuff on top of it.
Keeps pushing out to newer and newer regions. And
the game even crashes on GeForce now. Oh, does he? Does it run a little bit poor on PS5?
Becoming worse and worse. This game needs a fix here. And in the worst case, Kuro should just do a super filler patch with no new area, no new characters, and just do a patch solely focused on optimizing the game and making it playable for people. It's just not worth it to keep going like this when a big portion of players can partially not even play the game anymore due to stutters. I personally, thankfully, do not...
Is that actually true? Like, it can't be true, right? Because if it's the most profitable patch, 3.1, as you just said, it can't be true that most people can't play the game anymore, because you would assume there'd be a dip in revenue, right? It's probably just there's more people vocal about it because it's happening to people more, but it's to a point where people are willing to grit the teeth and push through because they like the game.
Have issues
I'm assuming,
but I do acknowledge that they exist, and honestly, they really should be addressed. Moving forward, I want to start off with saying that I absolutely hate the 3.x school setting. I know people love school settings. They do. People love cute, sexy Japanese schoolgirls. I do not.
Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, buddy boy.
not. And the concept of Rover being the amazing hero who fought and won in the big Colosseum and takes on Frenodians just to become a student and sit in a fucking classroom is just 100% not for me. I know it's not an actual normal school, but it still counts. I just really dislike the setting of it. And to me, it's...
One thing I will say, I actually read, you know, I'm not a massive fan of, like, some of the aesthetics and the themes of 3.0. I do like the way that they try some cassette retro style stuff, and then they've got the more futuristic. I don't know if they necessarily make it work perfectly, but one thing I will say, you know, when you're actually exploring Star Torch Academy, like, physically, it's nice. It is nice. I wish the NPCs were a little bit more dynamic in how they went about, and I wish they'd do something about the egregious popping. Like, do something like what Enfield and ZZZ do, where they do that sort of comic book fading, you know, where you see, like, the silhouette and it's all grey, and then the popping, so it doesn't feel like that in-out kind of thing, because it's quite jarring, because especially when you're playing on PC and you dial it up to max, there's a lot of people in Star Torch Academy, and you just get, like, groups of half a dozen of people or so popping as you're moving around, and it's like, it's a bit disappointing, you know, because it's immersive to have all those NPCs there, and then it takes away as they're just appearing out of thin air kind of thing.
Like watching the chef jog off and shoot the nastiest load imaginable onto my plate. No matter
brother.
how good the
my
soup
days.
after that is.
Bro, he's giving me images, man. Bro, stop.
I will feel disgusted and will not like the soup. That is the best way for me to describe it. I just dislike the setting, and it's not for me personally.
That's
and that
fair.
results in me rating everything way more harshly overall. I disliked it during 3.1 as well, but thankfully 3.1 was just in general so incredibly good that in that specific case, it did not really matter to
I've heard that the 3.1 story is good, actually. Like, apparently it's emotional. Apparently Gacha Smack didn't get that memo though, right? And then the Woo community were very angry about that.
I was fine eating the soup with cum in it.
Which that whole situation's
That's
ridiculous.
how
Oh my god,
good
bro!
the soup
Bro, what the fuck?
that in that specific case, it did not really matter to me. I was fine eating the soup with cum in it. That
Yo, okay. Alright, bro. I guess let's let him cook.
That's just how good the soup was. For 3.1,
Damn, that's some good soup, man.
It's not about 3.1, but the 3.1 story is by far the best story Wuthering Waves has produced.
I've heard that.
Period.
I've heard that from
It has
other
a very
people as well,
rocky
actually.
and slow start, but
Yeah, what's up,
after
boys,
it
Zach?
starts picking up pace, it absolutely bulldozes any other story Wuthering Waves has ever produced.
I've heard this as well.
But
I've seen a lot of
now
people
I
come
want
into
to
this
talk about
consensus.
Wuthering Waves story formula in general. Keep in mind that 3.1 does not really count that much towards what I'm going to say now.
Okay.
Because it's an anomaly, just like 2.5 for example was. But this is pretty much applicable to most other standard Wuva stories. So Wuthering Waves story formula has not changed since pretty much 1.0 and
Yeah.
has been bothering me pretty
Yeah.
much since
It's-
release. They use the same concept.
It was one of the reasons I started to get fatigued with the game, right? It just feels like, hold on a sec, have I been here before? I'm getting deja vu, you know, with a slight tweak, which some people love that, right? You know, they love the whole thing of like, it's an episodic show of, you know, we're doing the same thing, you know, it's the murder mystery kind of thing. It's the same thing kind of each episode, right? With obviously a different setting, some different characters, the same core cast, and you know, there's some different outcomes here and there, but it's pretty much this formulaic, right? And that, you know, episodic shows can be great. They can be awesome, right? That was a thing for me. I was getting a little bit tired of the story in Wuthering Waves personally, but I couldn't get past that. You know, I can play games and not really care about the story. It was just like, you know, when it came to the end game and events and lack of them for quite a while for me as well, that got me starting to be burned out on WoW. And then just that fucking disrespect of the depths of elusive realms as well. That should piss me off.
consistent formula of Rover being the cool, strong main character, as well as having the female hero of the patch who then gets forgotten, and then we move on to the next patch with, you know, the next female cast. This obviously becomes an issue if you're not interested in the wife of the patch, but it overall works. The formula is not bad, and it's so consistent that it results in Wuva not really being able to produce a bad story, so to speak. It kind of becomes capped at average, because it's always the same, and results in your average hero isekai-like story.
I think that's a fair take. I think I somewhat agree with that. I think, you know, there was parts of 1.0 that were fucking rough, right? But I think overall, Wuva's story, it's just there, right? It's kind of just there. It's kind of like how Enfield is at the moment, at least. It's not bad. It's not amazing. It's got ups and downs, you know, like the Certa quest, love it, right? In comparison to like Ark Knights and normal, you know, high quality stories, it's nothing special, but it's just there, you know? And that's fine sometimes. That's enough, I think, for a lot of people, right? I think just over time, you start to just not care, right? The first few patches, you can be like, okay, this is cool, I'm invested. And then, you know, you're just like, after a while, you're just like, okay. And if there isn't other stuff keeping you hanging on, if you lose that immersion and investment from the story, it can be a problem, right?
If you know what I mean. Sometimes you will have insane outliers like 2.5 or 3.1, but in general, this is
I loved 1.1, I did. I actually really enjoyed 1.1.
Majority of patches and stories in the game. You could say
2.0
that the
was good as well.
Story of Wuthering Waves 100% fully rotates around Rover, with other characters having basically minimal interactions with one another. It's just the characters.
They're window dressing. The world, everything in Wuthering Waves is window dressing for Rover. And some people love that. Some people love that.
Having, you know, a storyline to Rover who's in the center, and you just have like all these different story branches going from Rover, and they're just all rotating.
It's just a subjective thing at the end of the day, stories, right?
Stories like 2.7 also kind of prove to me that this kind of story structure just isn't for me, where they try to pull off a big Avengers Endgame-like moment where the entire cast comes together, but it ended up feeling insanely shallow, as the characters themselves had not a lot of connections with one another.
Yeah, like, it kind of feels forced. When they do anything like this, it kind of feels forced because they don't have reoccurring roles in enough spots paced well and have meaning for them, as you say. No, honestly, this is the way I describe Wuva's story and world to me. And again, this doesn't mean it's bad, right? I'm not saying it's bad. It's just, this is how I personally feel. It feels like walking through an office building at night, right? And you've got automatic lighting that's based on movement. So you're always in the light. It's dark behind you and it's dark in front of you, kind of thing. That's Wuva, right? But again, that I'm not saying that's bad. Some people love that. Some people want an self-insert, main character, power fantasy. I'm here to collect the wives. I'm here to be the hero all the time. You know, the story has its aura farming moments because obviously you want that. It's like kind of like a shonen adventure, right? It's kind of like a shonen adventure. And there's awesome shonen stuff, right? I just think, I suppose, like, in regards to an investment level for me, it just starts to wane after a while. It's like, how long can you keep it going? You know?
Characters that literally only talk to Rover, and that was it. This was never an issue to me, as I never played Wuva for the story anyways. But since Wuthering Waves has decided to go more into the direction of a story-focused game, this has become an increasingly bigger and bigger issue to me. Which brings me to
this. Even people like Saint had a problem with that at that one point, right? You know, when, was it like 100 odd days without combat events? In a game that's got such good combat and not the best story. It was insane move by Kuro, that was, really.
Second big part of it, the combat. For those who don't know, Wuthering
Target audience is shown in genre teens after all. Yeah, true.
Combat-focused game. It was the main selling point of the game during CBT1.
I mean, it was like the lamest shonen ever, to be honest.
Having a combat-focused gacha game
that
not only offers complex combat, but also very challenging gameplay. Sometimes that gameplay was so hard that we would just straight up hate it. I'm talking about you, Pincher Maneuver. Now, ever since 2.0, Wuthering Waves obviously had their big rebranding, where the game got kinda rediscovered and finally started really popping off. This is where Kuro slowly started changing the game. there would be way more emphasis on stories, and we would also start getting more and more casual minigame events, with combat becoming less and less. Which brings us even to today, where combat has overall become minimal.
It's wild as well, because like I wanted more minigames stuff. Like I was actually screaming for more, because I do like minigames in my gacha games, right? But it has to have balance. They have to be enjoyable. They have to have some replayability to them, but not be massive. And then don't take away from combat stuff as well. Like you gotta have that stuff there as well. You have to get a balance. I think a game that does a really good job at that for me is Zenless. I think Zenless does a really good job at balancing combat and having a shit ton of just silly little events. Like you know, remember when the fishing event first came out? When the fishing event first came out, I was like, fuck. And it is good. Technically, I think it's cool. It's genuinely a cool event. But it was just like, you start playing, you're like, oh, this is dope, okay, I'm enjoying this, and then it just carried on and carried on and carried on, and it was just like, holy fuck, bro, this is like, it feels like it was just bloated, like, and really didn't have anything that was worthy in terms of progression and value to it that gave it that reason for being so bloated, you know what I mean?
And we have reached the dreaded point that Honkai Star Rail already reached.
Didn't mind the fishing event. I loved it when it first came out. I did. But I'd rather them do, like, again, as I say, I was bloated, and after a while, it was like, okay, all right. But I just think I'd rather them, instead of putting so much into one thing like that and making it so big, just give us some good vertical slices here and there that really, you know, have some quality to them.
I was praying to God would never happen to Wuthering Waves. But we have finally reached the point where if you pull the newest character off the banner, you can quite literally only use them in endgame. You do the 3.1
I don't know
story,
what that
you
meant.
want
I
to pull
ain't playing for a while, so I ain't too sure.
Play some Yu-Gi-Oh! Because fuck you.
All I'll say about Wu's endgame is it's trash. That's like... Even before I stopped playing it, I stopped caring about Terraversity, Whimpering Waves, stuff like that. You know, the last bit of, I guess, endgame type content that I played that I really enjoyed in Wu was, shit, man. What was that? That protocol. I keep forgetting the name of it. The protocol mode. You know, where you could add, like, you could add the buffs or the debuff. I forgot what it's called, man. Protocol Crisis or Crisis Protocol or Virtual Crisis? I can't fucking remember. It was kind of like the closest thing I can compare it to in terms of the way you add stuff. It was kind of like CC and Arknights, maybe. Virtual Crisis, was it? Yeah. That was cool, that was. That was actually cool, right. Yeah, man. Like, things like the Terraversity, I just, they're not interesting to me. So, I suppose that meta wouldn't bother me now. Like, if that's the case, right? I don't know if it is because I don't play the game, so I can't comment on meta. But if that was the case, I probably wouldn't care too much because I don't care about the end game in the game. I'd just pull the characters I like, so I suppose I'll be all right with that regard.
Want to use her, you can just go and do random TOA.
It was cool, but it's still way too easy.
HSR all over again.
I think it had promise. Do you know what I mean? It was a cool idea. It was just... I think Kuro have done that a lot, like the Depths of Elusive Realm. They had this insanely dope thing. And then they just, like, pushed it to the wayside, and it was like, that's really cool. But I worry... in my head, I'm like, maybe they want molds that seem fun, but are more about meta, where those molds are not necessarily so much about meta. They're more about expression. Do you know what I mean? Where they're going to need more molds that are more stat-stick molds, right? Because that sells characters at the end of the day. Just go back to this sec.
Some Yu-Gi-Oh! Because fuck you. If you want to use her, you can just go and do random TOA runs. It's genuinely HSR all over again. They even make most of the new holograms resistant to the current banner character, so you cannot even try her against
I do love hologram fights in Wu though. That was my favourite endgame content in the game.
Story that I think is the primary reason my
where the combat shone.
for the game is fading. Where the great combat concept that I loved is pretty much just used in endgame nowadays, and at the same time, I do not like the story structure of Wuthering Waves, which results in the story not being able to fill up that big gap that is now there, with combat being less and less of a focus. And obviously it also hurts me to know how big and great and in-depth Wuva's combat is, and to see it not get used at all anymore outside of endgame. It's obviously just insanely wasted potential. At the same time, all of this makes perfect sense, and as we can see from all the rising numbers, is a very good direction for the game, as it's now very accessible for casual players who just want to experience a fun story and some cutesy mini-game events, and well,
if it's working, it's working, right? And if it's working, they're going to continue in that direction, aren't they, as well? So, you know, I can't blame them, really.
I obviously preferred the direction of 1.x. If the game
fishing in
kept
Enfield
going in that direction, it would have stayed very niche. And I am glad, of course, that the game is doing very well.
That's good to see.
In the mainstream, that it's just doing this good, that it's...
See, a lot of people think I'm a Wua hater, right? I really liked Wuthering Waves. I was a day one player. I was a content creator for it. I was a Wua CC for a while, right? Even though I've stopped playing the game and I have some issues with how some of the CCs in the space and the community, minority of that space, handles things, right? And I have issues with parts of the game itself, but I have issues with all games I play. I want Wuthering Waves to be successful. I do. Because, to me, we need games like Wua to be successful, and Enfield, whether you like them or not, really. And the reason being for that, for me, is we're getting these games now, and the games that are coming, because of the success that Genshin found, right? Right? And I'm not saying that we want bad practices to succeed necessarily. Obviously, we want them to be best business practices possible and best consumer practices. But the more of these games that have these massive amounts of money poured into them and massive scope and scale and, you know, they're AAA quality, if you will, the more we're going to get of those games, because other companies look. Because what happened, Genshin came out and proved to the space that if you spend a lot of money and really go hard and into production, there's a lot of money on the table to be made. You don't just have to create menu-based games where you collect PNGs, right? You can make serious cash if you spend serious cash. So, like, I want games like Wua to succeed. One, because I know there's a lot of people who enjoy it, and I want people to have the game they enjoy. But two, if Wua succeeds and if Enfield succeeds, and, you know, we've already got a flurry of other games coming out, we get more and more games, and the genre and the space progresses and expands, and hopefully we get better games in the future, right?
Records. I really am. I mean, after all, I love Wuthering Waves. At the same time, I think the entire EcoSet system has also...
Oh, no, it's Enfield the furry game. I don't think so, but some people might think that.
Every single character gets their own tailor-made EcoSet that no one else uses. This is insane to me.
I said this had happened when they started doing the new Sonata sets and stuff. That'd be the way that, like, older characters felt like they started to fall off a little bit. It was inevitable. Again, I don't know the meta that Wua's in at the moment, though, so I can't comment on it too much.
It's technically nitpicky, right? Because in the end, you still end up farming gear and needing luck with the stats. So, you know, at the end, it's always still boils down to the same.
Curls, or we got his tribalism.
I still think that this is genuinely mind-blowing, that this game has like one set per character. As for the exploration, it was the other big thing that I loved about Wuthering Waves, and sadly, even that has now reached a point where it's tedious to me. I do not feel...
Don't say it, bro. Roll it back. Roll it back. Roll it back.
Excitement anymore, sadly, exploring, and both 3.0 and 3.1 felt like chores, and I had a very hard time understanding why, until I played Ark Knights Enfield. I'm going to keep this...
Oh, shit. Shit. What the fuck? Okay. Damn. Listen, not everybody will agree. Of course I won't, because there's a lot of people loving the bike and 3.0. I genuinely, look, man, my video I got hammered. I got hammered, right? I got hammered for it. But I still stand by what I was talking about in terms of game design philosophy. I really do. I think once you start to create insanely powerful utility, and you build the world around the utility, not the other way round, you start to get uninteresting worlds that make exploring without that utility painfully boring, and with that utility, incredibly unsatisfactory, right? Because after that adrenaline runs out of like, whoa, I'm doing barrel rolls and flippity flips and loop-de-loops and whoa, look at this, I'm grappling up on my bike and it all looks cool and I can get flashy skins for it. And I know some people still love all that and I'm not judging you for it. But for me, in the way I like video game design, that's how I felt about it, right? And that's why I brought Enfield into the conversation, but people thought he's pitting Enfield against Wuha. Wasn't. It was just a perfect juxtaposition of two different design philosophies, right? And how I like friction and grounded kind of exploration. And you can do utility, because Silver Palace did it really well, in my opinion. But it had static utility, and you had a horse, but the horse even had restrictions, and the restrictions were tied to the other parts of static utility around the map, and it all kind of worked quite well. Man, I got destroyed for this, and I'm starting to, like, one Twitter account who was actually blasting me, I saw them really talking up Enfield on how good the exploration was. And I was like, even though you might still like Wuha, you can see what I'm saying now, right? You can see what I'm saying, right? I just think that first video, I fucked myself because I explained myself so badly, right? But, I still stand by you. I still stand by you.
Super short because this video is about Wuthering Waves and not Enfield, but you see, exploring Enfield was super fun and it made me
Enfield is not open world, can't really compare. I think you can. It's not open world, it's semi-open world, but the same fact still applies in regards to how you get around the world and how the world's designed around the utility. You know what I mean? Because if you look at Silver Palace, that's an open world, but it's incredibly dense. It's got a lot of utility. But then you look to Lahar Roy, it's not very dense. It's designed solely around the bike, right? Which is fine. That's good for some people. They love it. It becomes a playground then. But like what they did in Silver Palace, they designed the world and then they fit the utility into the world, if that makes sense. Where I feel like they went the other way with Wuthering Waves, which is fine. That gives you good utility, but I think it gives you a lesser world, personally. Because it's a secondary design philosophy, right? It comes after the utility rather than the other way round. And I'm a big fan of exploring worlds and immersing myself in the worlds.
Your methods
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Are at a minimum, with you basically only being able to jump and sprint. But I realized that with this very basic amount of movement and traversal, it resulted in me interacting way more with the world of Endfield. And the harsh truth is that I indeed used to explore and interact with the world way more during 1.x, for example, as the traversal.
Man, Bro's spitting, in my opinion, here. Gee. Is anybody calling him a fucking moron in the chat? I still think I got done dirty over that whole day. Doesn't bother me. I found the whole situation funny, but just makes me laugh.
Traversal methods were not as extreme as during 2.x and 3.x. I find myself now basically just rushing through the map.
You uninstalled Enfield, it just wasn't for you. Neo said the same as well. End of the day, it is what it is, right? It's not going to be for everybody. It's not going to be for everybody.
To just be, as there's nothing else to explore really. It does not help that the exploration progress system now feels way more like a bucket list than just telling you how many chests and stuff there is and telling you good luck. Now, do I like
I suppose as well, Enfield does this as well, and I think this is why a lot of people are angry, right? Is that currency is attached to world exploration, and I do honestly get the argument where people will say, well, I want to be able to explore faster because currency is attached to it, so I need to strip mine the world. It's like, okay, that's fair, but I think it's incumbent on the developer to make that approach enjoyable as well. And maybe if they're going to have to resort to speed, maybe don't add that currency to world exploration and give you other reasons to explore. Again, I think that's why a lot of people really saw Enfield as super stingy, because they were like, I've got to fucking walk around and look for stuff to get currency in the game. And I get that. I don't mind, because I get rewards for exploring and I enjoy exploring, and the exploration methods itself are enjoyable. to play devil's advocate, I do genuinely see where people are coming from there, where it's like, well, I'm encouraged to strip mine, so of course I'm going to want to be able to strip mine faster. It makes sense, really, when you think about it.
Waves 1.0 exploration, where we basically had nothing except percentage progress bars. As a 1.0 player, abso-fucking-lutely not. 1.0 was torture. It was bad enough that the progress bars were bugged as hell and didn't even show the correct progress. But I think the current progress system is way too hand-holding, and
yeah,
it makes
I think
exploration just a
that 3.0 in general when it comes to exploring.
There isn't much else to explore other than that list. Despite all of this, I will admit, listening to fucking Find Your Flame while driving like a maniac on your bike is truly an insane experience.
The radio stations are fucking cool. I admit they are fucking cool. And like I say, the bike itself isn't bad. Right, I think it's a bit too overpowered. Like a lot of people think, was saying to me, this dude just doesn't like fun. It's not the case. It's just the implementation, right? It's like people have said, what are you going to do if there's a bike in Enfield? And I'm like, oh, fuck, I don't know. But if they do implement one, as long as it's grounded and fun and the world doesn't drastically change for it, I can take it and maybe I'll enjoy it. I don't know. But man, like if we got a bike like this in Enfield, it would look stupid because it just wouldn't fit right. Just imagine driving across Valley 4 and like, whoa, barrel rolling and stuff, like, it'd be fucking weird, man. The voice crack.
I've been there. I've seen it. I'm never gonna stop.
There is a bike model, I know. And we've seen it riding.
I also sadly want to talk about the monetization. I am obviously against spending events, but I don't even want to talk about that. But Traversal cosmetics. So during 2.x they released a skin for your flying echo, which I bought, and basically that skin is now completely useless as flying is not a thing anymore. Now this
Yep. The bike skins, right? They should just all be attainable in game or be super cheap. Because how much are they? Are they like $20 or something like that? I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong there. But like the idea that, and I get it, it's a choice, but that you can buy skins for utility in the game, and then the game's like, yeah, you want to get to use that in that area. It's not great, is it really? It's not great. I think if you're going to have region-locked mechanics, make it unlockable in some other way. By all means, sell it if people really want to get it right away. But allow people to grind for it as well, maybe by collecting parts over time and then putting it all together and they get the skin, maybe. I don't know. I think that'd be a good solution, right?
does not really matter since it were only $10, so who the fuck cares?
$10,
but
okay.
There's so many bike
Oh no, he's talking about the what's he? Oh shit, the €30. Okay, you get some asteroid with as well, but who cares? Okay, these ones are cheaper. Okay, so there is some $10 ones. Fuck. Oh shit, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, at the end of the day, it is what it is, right? You ain't got to buy it, but still, it'd be nice if you could collect these somehow.
At the moment that you can unironically spend like €100 on just bike cosmetics. And if they remove the bike after 3.x and give us a new traversal mechanic for 4.x, then
they've got to, right?
Really,
I feel like they have to, because unless they really figure out how to implement the bike into a different map design, because otherwise all the maps are going to start to look the same if the bike is accessible everywhere, right? I'm assuming that that's kind of Wooer's thing now. Each major patch will introduce some sort of new gimmick, some new facility to get around the map, right?
It's shitty, as you have no real reason to visit older regions unless you went for a rerun, as all new materials and echoes and events and basically everything is always in the current region. Again,
but even then,
but something that I noticed and that I definitely wanted to mention and talk about. Now, this is obviously the absolute direction of Wuthering Waves, and there's no reason for Kuro to
imagine if Hypergryph made the bike rideable on the cell skins too.
The game is being absolutely
Yo,
loved and
listen, man,
praised.
I'll call out stuff I don't like in the game, straight up.
Objectively speaking, I am wrong by every single metric that can be measured at the moment. And these are all
But like, we've got to remember, we have to remember as well, because this was an argument that was used towards Genshin, just because the game is making more money doesn't mean it's a better game. It means it's more successful, and more people are obviously thinking it's a better game, which is all that matters for the people playing it and the company, of course, but it doesn't actually mean it's better, right? Because this is, you know, this is like a fair argument, and it was used against Soyo for a long time, because that's what people do. Top of the leaderboard, bro. Our game's obviously better. Well, that's not exactly how things work, but from a business standpoint, hey, it's working, right? And it obviously means more people are enjoying it.
100% me issues when we look at the numbers. Now, does all of this mean I'm quitting Wuthering Waves? No, of course not. I think what many people fail to understand about me is that I'm so harsh because I love these games.
Yep, this is what I used to do with WoW as well. People didn't seem to understand it. Like, back when I used to play WoW, like now, the thing is, well, you can't criticize it because you don't play it. But back when I used to play WoW, whenever I'd criticize it, people would come into my comment section and now do Genshin. But it's like, but I'm criticizing this game specifically here anyway, so we're not talking about other games. But two, I'm more critical of the things I like, actually. I will criticize things I've stopped playing, because if it's a conversation worth having, I'll talk about it. But I'm the type of person, why am I going to be super harshly critical about something I don't care about when I'd rather be critical of something I do? Even though I've stopped playing WoW, I haven't, like, quit and never going back. I'm waiting for the game to pull me back in because I like the game. So I'm still going to have a critical thought process about the game because I want it to pull me back in. I understand that I am probably not the target anymore in terms of an audience, and that's fine, but still, I'd like to want to play it again.
I don't like a game, I genuinely do not care what it does. I'm still going to stick with the game, as I definitely want to see the conclusion of AMAF's story, and also want to see what 4.0 is going to look like. And I want to be there when they finally release Gryphline one day, because I know he's coming. I know he will come one day, and I will come with him. I will say, however, that my overall passion has gone severely down for the game. I will not talk about the state of the game anymore, but if changes or things happen, you can expect me to talk about them. But other than some talks and holograms, I do not really see myself do much more on the game, as the direction of it is definitely not catered towards me anymore. I will still be up to date, and you can still expect Wuva videos from time to time, but this have been my overall final thoughts on Wuthering Waves. Let me know what you think and where you agree maybe, and especially disagree, because I do know that these are just my thoughts and that I am in the severe minority here. And with all of that, I will hopefully see you in the next one.
Yo, I think this is a good video. I now, do you know what? As a lot of people have at least understood where he's coming from, because 200 likes to 20 dislikes is probably a little bit higher. It's probably more like 30 because this undercount stuff. For 3.6k views on a small channel, and it seems like overwhelmingly agreeable. The bike is cool, but sadly incompatible with a comfortable exploration pace the overall maps are usually designed around. Interesting. Okay, yeah, good video, man. I can't talk on the meta of the state of the game right now in regards to that. I agree on a lot of his takes on. I do, yeah. That was a good video. You know what? I'm gonna subscribe to dude. I like his vibe, man. Yeah, guys, go check out Mephisto. Wuthering Waves has changed. All right, cool. Cool. Vindicated. I don't know. Well, maybe to a degree. I do feel like, obviously, my video was, I think it was poor, right? But I do think I got fried for no reason. Like, I honestly do. Like, not because I'm like, oh, I'm saying Tontas, you know, saying I got harassed or I was, you know, I'm a victim. Because, listen, I said my opinion and people disagreed with him. But damn, you know, I think people went a little bit overboard. But hey, it is what it is, right? Like, honestly, it's funny, right? Like, even though I've been a bit petty, I was a bit petty with Legions, and I came back when I had the opportunity, and I've done the same with Saint as well. Although with Saint is a bit different because I think he does terrible things, so that's why I stood in as well. But I'm the type of person, I don't care about getting flamed, and that was a funny moment for me. I've not looked back on any of that and been like, damn, that was stressful, or man, I couldn't handle getting flamed. it was kind of funny for me, you know what I mean? It was it's a moment like in terms of like my YouTube career or hobby. It was a fun time, man. You know, it was a fun time for me. I've actually heard a lot say that about the bike. Remove the gacha, they'd have a lot more take work. They'd have to do a lot more to make that work. The entire game is based on the gacha model. Yeah. Not enough people calling him a retard in the comments, right? Good after Zani card kit for getting 50% less damage and 2x ult downtime for not having the premium support and weapons. Yeah, it's a shame Zani's on him, right? Because she was such a hype character and I think she let people down, right? She let people down. So I can't believe Peebs is in Enfield. Yo, Sutzer, what's going on, buddy? I'm good, dude. I'm good, thank you. I won't be against a tiny pocket bike rideable in Zhejiang as a joke. Dude, give me, what's it? You know, like out to the Saw movie, little pedal bike. You want to play a game? You should just stick with the wings. They're superior to the bike in every possible way. Like, I'm cool with them trying like loads of different types of traversal methods, as long as like the world feels good, I guess. But hey, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. All right, let's get this video in and then get onto the game because it's 2:30 now. We've already been yapping for a while, but I do want to watch this video because I meant to watch it yesterday. So, yeah, let's check this out then. So, considering we've started Enfield since its launch and we've just got to Wuling, I'm taking my time with the game and enjoying it as well. And it's absolutely gorgeous in Wuling, by the way. We got this video from Hyrule, the vastest world in gaming, just doubled in size. Now, is this about Ark Knights and Enfield, or is this specifically about Ark Knights here? I don't know. Let's check it out then. Let's give it a preemptive like. Let's see about the vastest world in gaming that just doubled its size. Let's go on. Let's have a look at Book.
I know that I like Ark Knights a little bit. Imagine my surprise and absolute delight when Gryphline reached out to me to make a video about their new game, Ark Knights Enfield.
Ooh, sponsored video, is he? Sponsored video, okay.
I've had a very hard time making this video because whenever I found myself having free time, instead of working on the script, recording, or doing anything productive, I would find myself playing Enfield, and you can too using my affiliated link in the description. But should you need a little more convincing, fear not, I will tell you exactly how the vastest world in gaming just doubled in size.
Okay.
Did you know that in Ark Knights?
Ooh, okay. I'm interested. I haven't read through all of the snippets in lore in Enfield, right? And I'm sure there's a lot, and I think that is a lot of how the world building is done in Enfield. Ooh, I'm curious to see what he's going to say here, because this is Ark Knights in terms of lore and world building, right? And then like this is Enfield, so it's like let's see what he's got to say here.
To use a gun, you need to be a wizard. One of the first videos I made in this channel made the bold claim that Ark Knights has the vastest fictional world in all of.
I think we watched this, right? I think we watched this. Okay, yeah, I think we watched this. I thought I recognized this dude's voice.
Gaming. You should go check it out after this one. It's one of the few videos that I'm still proud of from that time. Here's the thing. Ark Knights is not vast in map size. Enfield doesn't feel particularly large. The vastness itself comes from the borderline insane variety of stories that have been told in events.
Hold on. Let me just go back there. I need to...
It has the vastest fictional world in all of gaming. You should go check it out after this one. It's one of the few videos that I'm still proud of from that time. Here's the thing. Ark Knights is not vast in map size.
Oh, okay.
Enfield doesn't
Ark Knights. He's talking about Ark Knights, right? Okay.
feel particularly large. The vastness itself comes from the borderline insane variety of stories that have been told in events.
Yeah, okay, yeah, okay. I thought he was talking about Enfield for a split second then. I was like, wait, what? Okay, alright, cool. We're talking Ark Knights.
Let me give you a rundown. Ark Knights, the original mobile game, is set on a planet called Terra. The thing about this planet is that it's rich in a special mineral called originium. It's an energy-dense crystal capable of...
I watched a video from someone who hasn't played the original, and you wouldn't believe how much I picked up. To be honest, world building is still there. Most of it is in the weapon intro. Look, don't get me wrong, I haven't read all of it, and I'm sure there's plenty, but I just guess comparable to, again, that's obviously got 6 years as well, but just the rich layers are just potentially incomparable. I suppose I was being a bit facetious and being like, doubled? We doubled the law? You know, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Of assimilating physical matter to rapidly grow. That's why in art or whenever you're cruising through the map, you'll see some clusters dotted throughout the landscape. Originium makes the foundation for every civilization in Terra, except for one of them, but don't worry about them. Pretty much every machine and electric component makes use of it somehow. Don't get too excited though, they're just boiling water again. But that's not all that Originium can do. Through concentration and the use of these special little rocks, you can manipulate matter and energy in a way that, for all intents and purposes, is basically magic. These are called Originium arts, the human manipulation of Originium with the goal of casting spells, and that can come in a variety of forms, from conjuring lightning to smoking the ops of a 9mm. I wasn't kidding when I said you need to be a wizard to wield a gun. Gunpowder does not exist in the world of Arknights, hence why you see so many people carrying crossbows or
changes that.
Non-firearm.
I agree, changes to be expected. I said this before the game came out. We're going to get a different story here. And Hymo even said himself, you know, that if you want, you know, a deep, wordy experience, Ark Knights is for you. This is going to be less so. It doesn't mean the stories can't be as good, though, and as rich, right? Just more condensed.
That's not to say there aren't firearms. They do exist, but
dropped it in React. Nice one.
Components shaped like a gun that propels rounds through telekinesis or something like that. So far, Originium seems pretty cool. It is, after all, the basis for modern infrastructure in the world of Arknights. But remember that property of assimilating physical matter and turning it into energy? As it turns out, people are not excluded from that, which swiftly brings us to the topic of oripathy, colloquially referred to by the community as rock cancer. When you use Originium to make energy, it gradually disintegrates into a fine powder in an event known as Originium activation. And this little thing is basically the evil version of crack. Should these dust particles come into contact with an
What's the good version?
open wound or be inhaled, the individual becomes infected with a disease known as oripathy. Those afflicted are subject to having Originium crystals growing inside their bodies, sometimes even bursting through their skin. It is lethal and it cannot be cured, only suppressed for a limited amount of time. At later stages of untreated oripathy,
Leave Enfield will have a right in redemption. I do think it'll vastly improve. I do.
Organs, the infected individual will undergo Originium activation, which basically results in complete crystallization of the body, followed by the disintegration as almost all their biomass is turned into Originium powder. While it is kinda hard to spread it from person to person, the infected used to suffer a lot of discrimination, being outright banned from entering certain countries. Even certain races that happen to be more susceptible to oripathy are usually frowned upon in most places. And throughout Ark Knight's story and many events, you get to witness all forms of discrimination, political machinations, and cute slice-of-life moments. Like, unironically, there are events which are like a music festival, and others that are about Cthulhu Rising. Oh yeah, and I failed to mention that Originium can also cause extremely dangerous natural disaster should the concentration...
Brother, like... Hypergryph, man, if you're making 200 million in 2 weeks, right? Can we get some shit going on with the anime, right? Again, I haven't caught up on the anime. Keep that going. But can we start doing some, you know, side quest type animes and stuff and some one-offs and that? Please, please. Like, we need it, man. We need it.
Of Originium particles in the atmosphere be too high, leading to entire cities being built on top of massive machines that can move them around. And all that is viewed through the lens of a pharmaceutical company / paramilitary organization known as Rhodes Island.
Yosar handles it though.
Is to provide humanitarian aid to various prosecuted groups throughout Terra, helping the infected, and honestly just a bunch of other esoteric shit that would take too long to explain.
I think the anime is made by Yosar. I'm not denying that, but they have the money now, and I'm sure they've got enough control over the IP to be able to create new stuff without them involved, or get those motherfuckers, you know, on track. Like, they're definitely in a position where they can do something, right? Now, the actual rights to the anime as it is now, different, because there's a contract probably going on with that, right? But in regards to other stuff, I'm sure it's not like a blanket contract that covers the entirety of the IP of Ark Knights and doesn't let Hypergryph, you know, potentially go down other avenues for pushing out anime content, right?
Now, where does this all lead us? Endfield takes place about 150 years after the events of Ark Knights and on a whole ass different planet, hence the title of this video. Welcome to Talos 2, a moon orbiting a gas giant known as Talos 1, I think. In the North Pole of Talos 2, there is a device known as a Cosmic Gate, which is basically a portal that links it back to Terra, the original world of Arknights. Except not really, since it broke during a war against the Agaloi, which are these little guys, 5 years after humanity first set foot on Talos.
Bro, I wonder if
2,
there's collapsals up there.
Crostovers stranded on the new planet. You are the administrator of Enfield Industries, a company responsible for pioneering construction projects. You are essentially responsible for building infrastructure and industrial resources in the frontiers between the civilization band, where most humans live, and the wildlands inhabited only by beasts and bandits known as landbreakers. As previously stated, Originium, despite all its maladies, is the foundation for all modern infrastructure, so of course, the first human settlers brought it along to Talos 2. But don't worry, they're cultivating it responsibly so that catastrophes almost never occur. And should someone get infected with oropathy, Enfield Industries is selling potent suppressors at negotiable prices. Well then, this is what you need to know to get started with Enfield. Ark Knights never disappoints with the lore, but what about the gameplay? Should you need more convincing for the gameplay part, don't you worry, I am about 30 hours into the game and I've experienced pretty much every major gameplay aspect. Aside from the quests, Enfield's core gameplay can be separated into 3 distinct parts. There's combat, factory management, and exploration, as well as a few other things like this little thingy here. They know you like Arknights, so they put Arknights in Arknights. Combat systems are notoriously hard to get right. There is a lot that goes into the feel of a good combat system.
True.
And I don't know what Hypergryph did, but they absolutely popped off with the combat in this game.
And you know what? Like, I agree, right? Don't get me wrong. The combat's not perfect, right? Definitely things like camera issues, the locking on and stuff like, right? And at the minute, certain issues and potential worries about synergy and meta and stuff going forward. And amid other things, right? Like, it's not perfect. But man, I think it's a damn good start, I do personally. Because like I've seen a lot of people, like, and even in my community, in my Discord, saying that they like see the combat as one of the weakest parts of the game outside the story. And I'm like, man, I really like the combat in this game. I do. Again, I think I want to see more units like Avuema though. You know what I mean? Where you utility in a sense that you use, you can kind of place it down, so it gives us what we had in the first test in terms of the slow-mo and angling and aiming and all that, but without having to do the slow-mo stuff. We drop our utility, we reposition, we pop off, you know, we in different ways as well. But I think the basis is fire, man. I do. More mechanically interesting units, exactly. Yeah, perfectly better way to explain it there.
Enfield can sound dull if you don't explain it correctly.
Combat has a ton of faults. My main concern is lack of control of my actions, my team. I agree with that as well. Like, I still want to make my my Gambit system video. If you've ever played Final Fantasy 12, you'll know what I'm talking about. I still plan to make that video going a little bit more in depth into what the Gambit system is and how specific things could be taken from it to really improve control over the AI characters within the game. I genuinely think that system would be a good idea. I do, or something akin to it. Right, I do plan to make that video soon. I still got to do my Certa video as well, but that's a video that I've been having at the back of my head for a while. I need to either jump back on Final Fantasy 12 and get some gameplay footage, or just search for somebody who wouldn't mind letting me use their footage, like, you know.
Auto attacker, meaning that you literally just have to press one button and your character will automatically attack. And indeed, if this was all there was to it, I would find it boring no matter how pretty the animations look like.
Set play is criminally underused.
Depth to it. The only thing that is automated is the basic attack. Every other ability.
I'm a team on the field, but they're like to look pretty.
Input. Each character has their basic attack as well as 3 other skills, and the gameplay style is unique to every operator. And it's not about just spamming abilities as soon as they're ready. Each skill cast costs a resource called SP, which is shared among your team. This means you need to be tactical about who gets to use which skill when, especially considering that there is animation cancelling in this game. So if you use a skill and then immediately use another one, you've wasted your skill points. Not only that, but each skill has an optimal way to be used as well. My go-to example is Aviwena, whose combo skill and ult throw these little lightning sticks on the ground and her battle skill calls them back, meaning that if you're smart about your positioning and try to align the enemies, you can get to multiple.
You can stack them down, right? I'm pretty sure. Can't you pop a skill, pop an ult, and pop a skill again, and then pull them all back at once, can't you? Am I tripping there? I'm sure you can, right?
Time. As for the combat encounters themselves, after completing the main mission of the first area, I can say that they are satisfyingly challenging but never overwhelming. I died like 3 times to the third boss, even though I had a pretty busted team.
Yeah, you can. So I'm sure you could the ult and the second one as well. That is satisfying as fuck as well. That is satisfying as fuck. Like that, you know what I'm talking about? Those sort of mechanical things you can drop down. It doesn't have to be specifically the same thing. You drop it down and move around to pull it back in. You know what I mean? Like that shit. Oh, it feels good, man. Especially when they all come in and you clap a bunch of units or one specific unit and just pump a bunch of damage into him as you're engaging with like your other combo skills and battle skills and that. It's satisfying as fuck, man.
It's maybe dependent on your gear and levels and all that, but
stack up to 3 and 1 ult, yeah.
As a player to know what to do. And your survivability.
I don't think I've tried to do 3 actually. Everything's usually dead by then, but I might try that.
With my 2 6-star healing supports I had on my team, I beat the boss not because I spammed heals, but because I locked in. As someone with well over 4,000 hours in Souls-likes, I really appreciate this aspect. I'd give the combat in this game a 9 out of 10. Some enemies
this is why I think it's important for them to push mechanical stuff and also have interesting bosses with interesting stage mechanics and gameplay mechanics as well, because the combat does have interesting aspects to it in terms of the way you do stuff, like just what we're talking about there in regards to your skills, making sure you don't cancel skills with your other skills and stuff like that. Because like there is a lot of people who just see the game as I just hold mouse and just spam skills, and it kind of can work for people, right? So it'll be interesting to see going forward if they really, because obviously now people are getting into the game, they can start to, okay, we're going to throw some different mechanics at you, because you know that's what Ark Knights does really well, right?
In the beginning, but that's either because you didn't learn how to do the proper combos or because
you said something in React Smash. I'll check it out. I might not watch it today because it's 2:45 now.
You get better by working on your factory.
But,
I know this all may look intimidating, but I
maybe we'll watch it tomorrow or something.
Very well explained in the tutorials, and you don't even have to do anything if you don't really want to, because other players have already put their factory blueprints online. You can just use them without having to dedicate a single neuron to planning the layout. But personally, I wouldn't recommend that. Coming from Factorio, I can tell you that it can be immensely satisfying to design.
Thinking about blueprints just made me think of Tolbaroom. Did you see he clipped out of our fucking video the other day? If you have a look at our video the other day, the one clip that's made by Tolbaroom. you know he was enjoying watching that video.
And in Enfield, they did a really good job at keeping it just simple enough that you can understand.
Oh, it's just a picture. Okay.
And complex enough that you can go hard if you want to. There is a lot of depth to the factory building in this game. At times, it can almost feel like you're playing Tetris, trying to find the optimal space to fit that pesky molding unit in a way that doesn't break your setup. I kid you not, I have spent whole
Renegade's the man for this.
Slow roll, just fiddling with the factory mechanics, trying to make an assembly line to sell the same medicine I was selling to a refugee camp, but for a higher price because the containers are now made from a fancier material. Bottom line is, I really think you should give the factory a try, but that's just one area of the map. What about the rest? What about exploration? The exploration in Enfield is simple enough. You go around the regions, you'll find chests, collectibles, and various other resources to use in the factory. And in my experience so far, the devs did a pretty good job at pacing the exploration.
I agree.
Well into the game.
I think it's balanced really well, I do, personally. I really do, honestly. I'd like to see more jump puzzle stuff, and I'd like to see more stuff that requires me to move around obstacles in maybe a little bit more of an intricate way to access certain things. But I think the balance is great, man. The friction's just right. It's enjoyable. It's satisfying. It encourages you to do so as well. The amount of times when I'm like, ooh, let me just have a look up there. And then I get up there and it's like, oh, shit, that was worth coming up here. That, for me, is really enjoyable.
I'm still fighting things in the first hub area. But the main driver of exploration in any gacha game is the rewards you get. How is that looking in Enfield? Initially, I thought that the game was handing out ore barrels at a rate that wasn't quite as numerous.
No, jump climbing. I love that about it, sure I do.
500 per pull can feel like a lot, but so far the game has been quite generous with me. I do concede that I got the monthly subscription thingy that gives you 200 ore barrels per day, and as of writing this, I have been playing for 5 days. I have gotten 5 6 stars in those 5 days, and technically I only got 2 more pulls than the average free-to-player would. I even accidentally got her. I don't know how to pronounce her name, I'll just call her Sir because that's her name in the mobile game. But I got her because my greed got the best of me, but rest assured that my wife Yvonne will be coming home even if it costs me my sponsor money.
I've got to stop watching these videos, man. It's making me want to pull on banners and I need to be strong. I need to be strong, chat. But like, I keep hearing people, I'm just like, fuck it, or DGen done a banner, and they come out with like a bunch of units, and I'm sitting here going, fuck. I'm sitting on my hands and I don't know if I should.
So what's the verdict on Enfield? As I said before, I may be biased because it feels like this game was tailor-made to appeal to my specific hyperfixation.
It's kind of how I feel with these. Like, again, I'm no factory connoisseur and I'm not the best at it, right? I'm just doing it when I need to. And I actually do enjoy interacting with it. I genuinely do, which I didn't think I would as much as I do. But pretty much from every other aspect, apart from probably where the story's at the moment, I feel like I am the audience for this game. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I am the audience for this game.
Not to mention it's from an IP I have a long history with, but it only feels right to recommend this game. I would be making this video whether I collabed with them or not.
I totally get that shot. End of the day, it's a subjective thing, innit? Don't worry. I ain't gonna be like the Wibber Space and be like, you fucking moron! What do you mean? What do you mean, bro? You like bikes? Fuck! See, we ruined you too. Hey, I said before, right? I don't hate the system in this game in terms of the gacha. I'll be honest, I'm human. I like to chuck a temple here and there. I'm a degenerate as well, you know?
Because Ark Knights is a game very dear to my heart.
You're very happy you folded on the left.
In its infancy. I can't wait to see what it will grow up to.
Tempted by the gacha demons. I am, bro, man. I am.
Using my affiliated link in the description. And if you'd like, feel free to add me. I'm on the America/EU server. I'll be back to posting consistently this year. I got a bit caught up in some personal life things, but I promise that I have some bangers in the oven for you guys.
Okay.
I have a Discord and channel memberships if that interests you, and that's gonna be it for me. See you in a bit.
Yeah, man. Good video. Good video. I enjoyed that. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. I was gonna say, I knew we'd watch one of his videos before. I subscribed to him. Yeah, it was a great video, that was. Yeah. I like Ark Knights Enfield, man. You know what can I say? As people like to say, I'm a fucking shill. Kind of true. Is what it is, alright. Is what it is. Alright, let's play the game. I've been clipped by Saint fans. Right, they'll be like, he might not accuse people of being a PDF, but he said bad things about a motorbike, man. Disgusting. Dare you not take the sort of, right? Man, that whole Gacha Smack situation, so insane to me. I can't connect with people like that, right? Like, I even saw some people in other communities when people like, it's insane. I'm like, well, it's not really that simple. I'm like, man, it is though, man. You know, it's an opinion, bro. It's about a game as well. Like, I don't care what somebody's opinion about a game is, right? Even if it's like the most, as long as you're not comparing the gacha system to the Holocaust. But, you know, even if you say like a crazy take, it's like, all right, it's your take. You know what I mean? It's like, why am I going to get mad about that? Like, how he got flamed over that blew my mind, man. It's just, you know what I mean? People are so attached to certain games, I can't accept that somebody else just doesn't see it the same way, right? Have I seen the short in React Smash? I haven't, no. Mantling would be okay. I wouldn't be against mantling, but it wouldn't be able to be, well, it'd have to be something that, like, I don't know. I don't even think you could add it in there. Unless it was something that, like, became a gimmick of a region past where we're at now, and you know what I mean? So for like people who started playing the game, it wasn't there till they got to there, because it would require like heights of everything being changed, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? I just like moving. Yeah, that's it, man. I do as well, actually. I do as well. I do. You know, like Warframe, man, fucking sick. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's individual opinions in it, man. You know, you're not allowed to have an opinion, Shah. You should know this. It's gacha. Can't like what you like. You gotta like what somebody else likes, man. That's how it works. Not gonna lie, there's a chance of figuring out whether you can jump into certain. I quite like that. It's like they're kind of like Dark Souls jumping puzzles in a way, right? I hate that people have explicitly stated that this is my opinion and that people object. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's like even in my bike take, right? I got hit from both sides where people were saying, bro set the video up talking about how he liked we were, and then banged on about how it was subjective and still had shit takes. And then other people were like, look at this dude trying to frame this as objective fact and tell us what's what. And it's like, I can't fucking win. You know? I say it's subjective. People, I'm like, shut the fuck up. And then other people, I'm like, he's objectively telling us it's bad. You're just damned if you do and damned if you don't in this space, man. So the best thing to do is just do you and say, fuck you to everybody, really. It's the best thing to do. It's the best way to be now. Because at the end of the day, you're going to piss somebody off. You know? You're going to piss somebody off. I mean, give me stronger legs. I'll move faster in EF and other games now. Well, yeah, once you've set all your... Do you know that's one thing? I suppose it's because I really enjoy exploration in this game. I haven't been building out my zipline networks. And I suppose the only time I ever feel that, in the Science Park, it doesn't matter because I've done it, is when you're doing, you know, your deliveries, where it's like, fuck, it'd be nice to have the zipline now. Yeah, I ain't even been doing that, really, because I'm so, just enjoying it, like, you know what I mean? I really should start doing that, though. I really should start doing that. Alright, then. Let's go rescue the trapped stockade residents, then. Again, I just can't get over how beautiful Wuling is. It's gorgeous. Yeah, Kathy. Yeah. I just put my opinion out there now. If people don't like it, they don't like it. I'll get flamed by other content creators. I get flamed by them. I'll just sit in the shadows, you know, and wait. You can just go straight by double jump and climb in the rent. Yeah, it'd mean a world design. I'm not saying it couldn't work, but it'd fundamentally like need a design change when it, like, you know, like things you're not supposed to be able to get up on, right? Like if there was a mantle there, I can get up there. So automatically, if they don't want me up there, that has to be made higher, doesn't it? Which could be done, but it'd be something that'd have to happen after where we're at now in the game, right? Just have a look up here first. So I never get nothing done in this game because I'm supposed to be going somewhere, and I'm just like, ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. What the fuck is this? Is that rave sessions up here or something? See, you see this here? This is what I'm talking about, which I'd like Wuthering Waves to do. Zenlist does this really good. You see how they do this, like, comic book popping? So it reduces stress on the system, but allows you to still see them, and they don't just pop out of nowhere. Oh shit, my face cam's froze. It's been doing this since I've been on my new PC. I don't know why. I was just being really still. Actually. You know, I'm training to be in the SAS, man. That's what I'm doing. You know? Need to buy a new camera. You know, man, this is a fucking Sony fucking... It's a proper this ain't no fucking webcam. See his face. Yeah, I did it twice the other day, actually. It seems when he does that, switching OBS off and on seems to fix it. Might have to just, brainstorm my Elgato software, maybe. In one of them TV cameras. Get one of them rolled cameras that's like fucking 17 grand, yeah, man. Yeah. I'll see to that. The 50 to 100 people that watch me every day will be able to see my fucking nose hairs. 10 monitors.
Are not complete.
Right, I'm being my Drax, sorry, have you seen that clip? Have you seen that one clip? He got took down, man. I don't even think it's still up anymore. It was fucking brilliant. Somebody did a Saint Tontas versus everyone edit. It was beautiful. I think they took it down though. Like it's still in CJ's stream. I shared it in my Discord, but they've privated it at the minute. I don't know if they're working on it or what. It was brilliant. They had me as Drax actually. I came in slashing at Thanos' legs, which is Saint Tontas. Then he kicked me through a wall actually. Open the sluice gate to adjust the water level. All right. Man, it's like when I spent a week on a canal boat. Oh, damn, I wanted to go get that thing. 1 minute left for Ave Mujica. Bro, I wonder with the endmin, right, with that mask on, you know when the rain's getting on it, is it like a camera lens when it gets rain on it? Is she just like getting, you know, she could do with some little window wipers. You know, just turn them on. Get some windscreen wash.
You've been smiling a lot today.
Huh? Really?
Ever since things went downhill in the stockade, you've been front and non-stop.
Cut a jumper though, how good it looks in the rain. Stupid, man.
So not true.
It's insanely good. You see with her ears.
You can't fool me.
They reckon he'd be like a good 4 or 5 star. I'll be a 5 star, right?
Thank you for everything. I really appreciate it.
Don't mention it, she's my chief after all.
I'm glad we could help. To be honest, we have plenty of
Is she?
questions and doubts too.
Don't tell me she is. Yo, she's going full troll, yeah.
How many subs to stay G on his shit? 1. If you honestly
Land breakers. Those freaks only started showing up recently. And we don't really know where they're hiding. They haven't made any major moves yet. Like they're waiting for something. And with their limited numbers, the land breaks don't pose a real threat for now. Whatever their plan is, Qingbo Stockade won't be scared off.
Bro, it's a good time, man. The Saint slander's fucking brilliant. I love that we've seen it coming from all angles now.
From earlier?
I love it.
Well, you've probably seen those water lilies, right? They ran the gate to the path going to Wuling City. But Lily did be acting up one after another.
I love her accent. So good.
Never got it on.
Please take us to the place. We'll
I'm so
have a
glad they're doing the regional stuff. We need some Victorians in the game, man.
Dark Mask, you got a way to fix this drawbridge? Yeah?
It
Some proper
seems to be
cockneys.
powered by the water wheels next to it.
Hold on, Perlica.
Female proxy. Yeah.
You would think...
Yes,
Man,
it's a product
Belle's
from
the best.
Endfield. We had some trading partnerships with Wuling, and it seems the people here may have borrowed the tank from them.
I'm not gonna lie. In the Certa quest, though, I've really started to like the Enmin. Really started to like her. I need more of that Enmin, I do. Fluid tank can be used to store a single type of fluid, okay? Drag a fluid-filled container into the fluid tank to pour the liquid into the fluid. I mean, into the... yeah, you know what I mean. Okay, hiccups. Oh, look at that. Huh. It's cool. Oh, there could be some really cool stuff in this then, couldn't there? What have we got in there then? Just click out, yeah?
I'll take you to the first water lady to have a look. See?
I love the way she
She's over
talks.
there.
Oh shit, hold up. Before we do that. Wait. Where was he? No, it's over here. Oh, I want that. I want that one. I want that one. Oh, you little bitch. And this is some kind of game?
Unlike the
Gotcha.
blood and rifts, Orleans aren't that dangerous.
It's got the units in 40 pools. Let's go. What on, Arknights?
This reminds me of campfire.
Guiding butterflies. I guess they guide us, right? Guiding butterflies, yeah, storage crates. Okay, cool. Wasn't one of them. Sick. Where are you? Where you going? Yeah.
How did you know I love stuff that shines?
See, like, this is how much I enjoy the exploration in this game. I'm just like, I've got stuff to do, but I'm too busy enjoying the exploration, man. And there you go, nice little sign. Nice little sign. Hey, oh, nearly. Nice. Alright, let's get back to it before I get too distracted. I'm getting too distracted now. The club ones, yeah. You got all in 40 pools. How many is that? Holy shit. Isn't that? How many is that? Shit, no, I suppose I'll go this way anyway. Bam. There was a chest there, yeah. Yeah, no, I don't know why. I don't know why I keep spamming it. Just, I suppose it just feels cathartic to a degree.
This is the place. Endman, the structure on this side seems adjustable.
Yeah, I kind of thinking I want to get Tang now. Honestly, I'm really liking her. Reactivate the first water wheel. This is similar to the what's-its we had before. Huh, this is sick. I like this. Yeah, I like these kind of puzzles. It's simple, right? I suppose it's a stretch to call it a puzzle, you know what I mean? Environmental mechanics, shall we say. 3 of them and 2 welfare units. Fuck yeah. Nice, man. I used to love letting exploration take me to wherever it wants me to go. End up getting lost somewhere I shouldn't. Yeah. I mean, that's why I really like exploring this game. And I suppose things like the bike, you know, not to keep shitting on women in that regard, but other games do it as well, where, you know, it loses a little bit of that charm.
Go ahead and show us what you've got, Dark Mask.
Dude, I can't wait to see what they've got in store for us in other regions. I'm actually really excited to see what we've got coming. Besides that fucking water wheel. Water looks a bit scuffed there, but, you know, we'll let them off. Water's hard to do. And this is all kind of dynamic, I guess, so... Smooth brain, but yeah! I am smooth brain now, so, you know, kind of... It works, you know, it works. You've seen me dealing with the repair puzzles, so, you know. PayPal me boss 30k. Well, I'd try, but liquor would have it all. Can't wait for the desert and the Arctic ones. Yeah, I can't wait to see what they got. His brain's so smooth you can slide off it. Held up freaking dome. Crap, I don't know what to do with this water wheel. All those books at home were stored together with the family records, even if it hasn't been over 100 years. Even if it hasn't been over 100 years, it must have been 70 or 80 at least. All these years in the stockade, each family has passed down their own skills and they've dwindled more and more. All that's been passed down in our family is some skill with electrical circuits. This water wheel issue doesn't seem too related to that. Who even remembers how to fix a water wheel? Lau or someone else whose grandpa or uncle had that skill anyway. Oh yeah, since you're here, Renegade, how's audio sounding at the moment as well, buddy? The 2 psychos in the temple. Just need to turn that one now, yeah. Do you know another thing as well? I know this is weird to pick out. How good does the fire look on these lamps? It's fine now. Okay, nice. Your brain's like Brussels glass. I suppose being semi-open world as well, it allows, I've said this before, such good window dressing in terms of, you know, the...
Finally! You hear that? That gate is opening! I'll go ahead and check things out!
Look at that! Look how good that looks! Gives a real... I know we can't go there, right? But it gives a real sense of wonder. It kind of like reminds me back in the day with old school games. Because, like, open world games are obviously great because you can go everywhere. But at the same time, sometimes that little bit of wonder. I remember doing that with, like, older Final Fantasy games. Pre-rendered backgrounds I'm talking about. Staring at little things, being like, oh, one day in a game I'll be able to go there.
These resources are really important. Let's try to gather more.
Do you guys reckon they'll ever add swimming? I'd be down for swimming to be in the game. Even if it was, like, something that went into future regions, because, like, obviously these... I wouldn't want the maps to be built too much around it. But, like, you know... 110 roll, 3 6-star, and no Sakiko. No, I hate this game. Damn. Rip.
Warm and cozy vibe is just
The duality of Gacha, right? Somebody come in and just like, I got everything in 40 pulls.
like this is a little slice of heaven.
Know what? I kind of want to keep you peeps around.
I love her.
That wouldn't best can wait. Let's head back to the stocking.
I love her. I love her, man.
Anyway, Dark Mask, the third seat of the fam is now yours. Pick yourself for title. Juggernaut, Nightshade. You decide. Oh, right.
Oh, I thought you were scratching her arse then.
Here, take this. My token for the lot of you.
You can write daily for the temple left. The little drawing on him. What the fuck is this, bro? You wrote this? Tang Tang Cert.
Think I can write? I see no point in that. My brother has someone read me this. Told me it's my name. So, I made an artistic copy. Keep it safe with ya. Show that to me when you need help. It shall be done.
Think I can write? What are you, stupid?
Thank you.
I can't write.
You're welcome.
Yo, thanks for the sub, man. If you're in stream anyway.
Dark Mask. You can set real bees at Wuling City, or me and my stocked fam. You cut shots.
What, Chen looks goofy? She's a bit goofy though, isn't she? Can't waste momentum, time to drive it home. I got my crew in town, gotta pull it off today. Third seat in the fam. I better do something mighty heroic. We're celebrating Chen's birthday, so we gotta get even for her. Malik is like, I'm surrounded by idiots.
We need to take on Wuling. Waiting gets us nowhere. Let's make it happen. Wuling shall remember today. Call up the muscle. Time for major hustle.
Perlica's like, yeah, I still ain't doing that shit. I still ain't doing that shit. Oh. Wacky, waveable, waving, inflatable. Oh, where's this? Oh my god, look how pretty he is. Look how pretty he is. Hold up. Hold up. Oh, it's gorgeous.
Watch your step, people. All variables within estimates.
Look at that.
No worries. It's all part of our job.
I love her accent as well.
Violence is never our objective. Let's press forward.
Holy shit. Bro, looks so good. Oh, fucked up. Oh, he's dead, that's why.
You can't escape this.
Right.
Don't go too far, Mr. Dolly.
See to fuck these guys up so I can... I love the little creatures as well. Like, fucking hell, man. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Like, looking at this now, bro, I need to get back to playing some, like, AAA type games. That, like, good ones, at least, anyway. Because looking at this, fucking hell, it's gorgeous. Because, like, obviously, when you play gacha games, apart from, like, Wiwer and Zenless, which are good-looking games, and there's lots of games that have beautiful aesthetics, right? Zenless, I mean, Star Rail, you know, Genshin's got its art style and stuff, and there's some beautiful games, like, even like CZN, right? And Reverse 1999, and Arknights and stuff in their own way. Holy fuck, this looks good, though. Good AAA games, nice oxymoron. Yeah, what's up, Butlers? True. Fuck, it looks so good. What's that over there? Where's this last, collectible thing for the chest here? Got the two of them, right? Where around is? Ah, there it is. It's probably favourite out of all gachas. It looks good, man, so far. It looks beautiful. Better name Wuthering so you don't get attacked. No, I do genuinely believe that. Like, Wuthering Waves is a gorgeous game. I think this has better fidelity. But Wuthering Waves is a gorgeous game. It is a gorgeous game. I think a lot of it, the lighting and colours does a real lot of heavy lifting. But, like, look at this. It's fucking stunning. Actually stunning. These things are so cute as well. Holy shit, bro. See, this here, this is what I'll say, you know, when people's asking, do you like playing games offline or online? This, like, I'm enjoying this for you guys because I'm enjoying this. You know, this sort of stuff, though, I love this stuff offline. Because I can spend ages just moseying around. That's why I'm so slow in this game. Because I end up just being like, I'm taking it all in. Like, look at that big ass tree over there. See? The big ass tree. In the corner, like, right up in the corner there. Oh shit, Lily. Fuck. Alright, let's get to what we're supposed to be doing. Beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it sounds super fucking cringe. These sort of things in games, I get emotions from that sort of stuff. No, obviously story beats can hit me as well. But like, it's like still one of my most memorable gaming moments for me still is leaving the vault in Fallout 3. You know? Like looking at that stuff hits me in the feels, man. I know, yeah, dude. I'll probably check it out tomorrow now.
Looks like stuff from Wuling. Huh? Because we are getting real close to town.
We're within radio range of Wuling. Let's just hope we can resolve this properly.
This is lovely. This is a vibe, man. God, I can't wait for the... Like, Valley 4 isn't slacking, right? I really like the area, you know, that's... I forgot what it is. You know the area that's like the cliff sides? You know the area I'm on about, right? I really like that area. When you're travelling around that and you look around, it looks so good, but oh my days. Like, this makes, like, Valley 4... making it look bad is a bad thing to say, because it doesn't, but it's just like, shit, the step-up's fucking stupid. Actually stupid. Gotcha.
Something doesn't feel right here.
What's here? This time, here's what we managed to get. Nymph Sprouts canned pear times 60. Hot pot base times 40. Civilian grade Yinglong dagger times 10. We grabbed a lot this time and nobody got caught. They're stealing. Out of the 2 who got caught last time, one stayed in Wuling, the other came back still spinning the same old story. The Wuling folks said they could teach him a proper trade, told him to live an honest life and stop messing around out there. If I got caught, what would I do? Eat my fill and just stay in Wuling? Heard there's a whole street there full of food and fun stuff. Sounds great. Go home? Yeah, perhaps go home. My family's been in this stockade since my great-grandfather's time. Home is here. I don't want to wonder. Okay, so they're stealing for food and stuff then, yeah? And daggers. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at that, where they've been cut. Like exuding like some glow and an essence. This is beautiful. What's this? Man, that looks like an Ark Knights enemy, that does. Proper. Alright, let's get rid of some of these ads, maybe. Oh, shit. Okay, buddy. Oh, we got waves as well. Okay. I'm getting clapped here. Shall we deal with all these little minions first? Yeah, let's deal with them first. Fuck. I got caught in my animation. Fucking up, boys. What he's got? What is with the back of that enemy? I need to look at it before we kill it. Hold up. Oh, this is kind of a cool enemy, actually. Let me kill these 2 first. It's gonna be a while to get used to the new animations. Yeah, they're cool, though, man. I don't want to kill this thing. No, I'm trying not to kill it. I want to look at the back of it because it's like an interesting design. Let me kill this thing first. Oh shit. Oh shit, yo, that's fucking hell. Alright, maybe we... No, oh shit, yeah, we need to just kill it. We need to just kill it. It's fucking cooking me. It's cooking me. I want you to get a good look at its back. What? Like, it's separate pieces, yeah? It does look proper like an Ark Knights enemy, man. I cancelled that fucking skill then like a dumbass. So after this, oh, can I check? Oh, I didn't even know that. I haven't even looked at any of the enemies in the database. Yeah, that's a really interesting design. She's a proper Ark Knights enemy, yeah. Am I even? I want to see the Seaborn in Enfield. I'd love to see like collapsals and stuff. I'd love to see those sort of things in 3D.
it has fulfilled
Let's just go,
its karmic
wait,
duties.
what's it up first? You saying that because you're gonna die? What's that? I did die, man. Fucking hell. I lost everyone and then she got checked. Is after this looks to the menu? What am I looking at? Archive is it? Is it? Oh, database. Was it threat files? Oh shit, yeah, I remember this. Is this it? Yeah, Tidewalker. Can I get a proper look at it? Oh, I can't have a look at it. Oh, I can't. Oh, fuck, I didn't know you could do this. That's what I was trying to look at. Like, what's going on here? What's this inside it? That's a cool design, man. That's a really cool design. These are straight up Ark Knights enemies, aren't they? Like, they really are, these are. God, oh shit, and then what's this not in here? The little pantails. Oh, they're not in here. Are they? Oh no, that's sad. It looks like someone taking a Monster Hunter, doesn't it, man, this thing? Okay, yeah, this is fire. I didn't even know that we could look at them in 3D. I didn't even know that. Closest thing that looks like a Seaborn. Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
Ooh, this warm and cozy vibe is just perfect.
Not the Dodge versus Dodge gameplay.
Finding a clean and toasty spot like this is a little slice of heaven. Hey.
Stop looking at it, bum. What being on a separate planet from the rest of the hive mind does to a motherfucker. But this area's gorgeous, isn't it? Alright, pay attention, Pix. We got stuff to do. We can come and enjoy this after. Just let you know, there'll be no stream as well tonight, guys. Football's on. I was planning to have a look at the Saint files yesterday, but there's you know, look. Again, I think the dude's a bit of a dickhead, right? I actually think he's a bit more than a dickhead. Like with some of the stuff he's done and said. I ain't gonna just put him on blast for stuff that, like, most of the stuff that it seems in there is people in his server saying shit, right? I didn't look at them properly, and I ain't gonna, even though the dude's got enough blame to be attached to him, right? I ain't gonna attach the blame of stuff that other people have said to him. It's just, you know, I know he does that, but it's cringe as fuck. Listen to that. Probably the drops of water then. Here it is. Got everything 60. Nice. What's this?
We are here.
Bro, I love her. I think I'm gonna have to get her. Even if she ain't gonna be useful for my squads, I need to get her.
Blow it to pieces, and you have a rule. What? Blow it to pieces? Oh, hold on. Watch me.
Everything's in place, Captain. Why leave the old junk here? Even a thief wouldn't want it.
What the fuck?
Pirates, that's why. But they are behaving. Haven't made a scene in a while. They must be scared of us. Bet they'll never be back.
Hail scrap, green scouts, and dark mask. Get them!
Okay. Damn, the accuracy.
Turning yourself in. Huh? She's mine. You two, not the rest.
Dude, the music as well. Oh, fire. I thought that was electric for a second then. Yo, she got the power fist, bro.
Gotta smell quick, huh? Oh, Mimi, you suck. Cover the tree, peeps. Hit 'em up.
Prepare to suffer past the rest.
Bro, she's fine as fuck. Dude. She's gorgeous. Oh my days, look at the titty mole.
Yes, ma'am. I can explain.
Unnecessary. I know your situation.
Thighs. She could be using both lightning and fire. Oh, don't say that. Just imagine.
You got mixed up with Tonton and her
Just
pirates.
imagine.
Must have been a harrowing experience.
What?
Oh, you got me.
The name's Mifu. I assume the two of you are also Enfielders since you're with Chen. Now,
I love her accent as
which
well.
will be our administrator? Then, you must be Supervisor Prolica. We suddenly lost contact with the drop pod. What exactly happened?
There was an accident during landing. We went off course and landed at a rather remote location. As you can see, our journey here was rather tumultuous. We have information about the bone crushers. Viceroy Zhuang must know immediately.
Understood. Wait for me. I will report your situation to my superior.
So, Mifu, what should we do about Tong Tong?
We will throw that brat into the slammer again. Just you wait.
Love her hair. Holy shit. Okay, I think I might be okay waiting. I think I might be okay waiting, chat. I think I'm good. I think I'm good now, actually. I think I can wait.
Wuling
It's all good.
City doesn't seem to be
We're okay.
affected at all. What is Nefereth planning?
And from what I recall, Ardashir seems to exercise authority over Nefereth. Regardless, Wuling City is within reach. We must prepare our countermeasures quickly.
Said in Northern then, did I? Mifu and Tang Tang know each other.
Everyone knows about their feud.
My sister's in one of my videos, and she said, "Man, you really drop the fucking Black Country accent when you're on your videos, oh yeah."
They're really
I was like, I
trying
don't
to
know.
scratch each other's eyes
I think I
out.
do. I think I do though,
Mifu is
man.
always trying to chase Tong Tong down. But I think
I'm common as shit when I'm not streaming.
just like Wuling City versus
The entire
June's
package on
Decay.
Mifu.
No one's
Fuck,
really
she's
trying
good,
to
yeah.
get rid of each other.
Well, who's the other one now that we've seen back on the plateau? The one with the sword that like give me like it's kind of like fucking Tal vibes, right? Who was he? What's her name? No. She looks really cool as well. Lycia, that's it, yeah. Lycia. I like her.
Viceroy Zhuang. Mifu is in charge of the Wuling Watch Guards and has always reported to the Viceroy directly. Mifu is the only one who calls her that.
Understood, let's check up upon Mifu. She just blew a fucking hole in the wall, man. What the fuck? And just got off. I really like Tang Tang now. She's funny. She's like a good comedic relief type character because she's funny, but she's not like annoying either. Well, at least in my opinion. What's that? Tang Tang. Ugh, it's her again. Can that kid please not blow holes in the walls next time? She weren't about my daughter's age. I wouldn't have gone out and roughed her up for me, Fu. I got an idea. Should drag her into school. She's young and capable. Being illiterate is ridiculous. I like these designs as well. Excuse me. I like these designs on these NPCs. Like, dude, the fucking NPC level of design is stupidly good. Bro's had a heart attack, I think.
Damn it. That freaking kitty.
Captain Mifu, is there something wrong?
Nah, it's just a big hole in the wall, Perlica.
The explosion shook and displaced the defense works. The gate can no longer be opened from inside.
Could we bring it down by force?
These subterranean structures stay back from a...
Is that a power fist on a hip?
Defense works back then were more brutalist and primal. They were designed to be indestructible. I like it though.
And she's got fucking handcuffs as well.
The design looks pretty similar to the stuff we have on Dijon.
Did Enfield design this?
Yes. It's something jointly produced by HAS and Endfield many years ago. Our partnership goes way back. Probably much longer than the history of Wuling City. If Mr. Andre were here, he might have additional details for us. Anyway, the overall design approach is similar. We just need to get the bearings into a continuous rotation to open the gate.
Continuous rotation? Follow me.
Bro, her boobs are insane. Like, they're insane. I really, really like her design. Again, they're bringing that, like...
A jet drone. Jia type?
You even know the model.
Like, they're bringing over that...
Can we use this?
Design philosophy from Ark Knights as well, where there's just enough, like... The characters are sexy, right? But, like... They're not, like, stupidly goonerish. You know what I mean? They get that right balance, right? Just enough shown. Man, her outfit's fucking awesome.
An obsolete model. This particular unit has been retired for quite a while.
I say we give it a try to find out. Whoa, it really worked.
The drone is actually a specialized arts unit.
Respectfully.
The caster can use it to convert liquids into an energy beam. I believe the Endman's Originium arts can further boost its performance.
It won't work without water. We might have some in the Watchguard's bottles. Get some from them.
Oh my days. Oh my God. Okay. I think we might have to go all in.
Captain told us you need water to get the gate open? I got some. Here, take as much as you need. Don't spill it. Everyone's counting on you.
Oh, I'm yawning. I don't feel tired.
That's more than enough. Thanks, Emil.
Jet drone must consume a supply of fluids to perform spraying. Select a fluid from the backpack that can be used for this purpose. Shows the amount of fluid currently remaining in the backpack. Jet drone mode. In jet drone mode, click the left mouse button to start spraying fluids at the crosshair.
And pulse of Endman. Aim at that location.
Okay. Oh shit!
It worked. Same approach.
Yo, that's
Do
sick.
this again.
Okay. Right, perfect time to be splooging on the fucking wall.
Don't worry.
Look at the little pink and
We'll
blue
send you
tail as
all
well.
weak and sick back to the stockade. As for the rest, we will keep them in the slumber for 5 days. Or 3. Can't afford to give out too many free meals.
What about Tung Tung?
I got some house special for that brat.
Yo.
Just 2 days without spanking her. And that feline brat's already acting up. Rubbing
What's
her
that? You
shite
spanking
all over the
people?
place.
Yeah, there goes the piece, I guess.
Oh, you meant I was gonna say. Oh, really? Is that? Certain gates in the region of Wuling are controlled by multiple mechanisms. The number of projections on a gate indicates the number of mechanisms. Controlling it, all mechanisms must be activated openly. Number of projections. Use a jet drone to activate nearby rotating mechanisms to unlock certain gates. Okay. Oh, is this one here? Okay, so there's 2. So there's one there and one inside. I'm in. Hold up. I don't want to go.
I never thought someone could revive a
By
drop
coincidence, the
from a
glass
pile of
window is
scrap
smashed.
and have it in such good shape. You really opened my eyes.
And mine?
Anyway,
I mean,
head out here and you will see Wuling City.
Great. I guess this settles our business here. We can finally go and meet Viceroy Zhuang.
Got a pointer for you. My superior doesn't like people calling her Viceroy. She prefers the title of Tianshi instead. She's waiting
I love
for you
Chen,
at the
but
office. Chen knows how to get there.
she's.
What about you, Mifu?
I love her. I love her design.
Well,
It's insane.
I still have an arrest to make. Go with peace. You should be able to handle the rest of the journey.
Actually insane. Her design is. Like her outfit, her hair, her eyes, like the details, the colours in her outfit as well. I'm locked in, boys. I'm locked in. I'm locked in.
Another day of beautiful sounds.
No, why? Just feels more natural to spam F. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, is this a city? Damn. It looks massive, doesn't it? I know that's the wall, like, but...
Alrighty, we're almost at Wuling City.
Music as well. Endfield Twitch emote. Holy fuck. Let me just get this a sec. I need to speak. Somebody know. Sound he makes. Yeah, that music slapped though.
Hey. Hey. Hey.
Yeah, you can top up with it. Yeah. I know that, yeah. Am I going to stream Arvo Music? Yeah, the plan is to probably do some Ark Knights tomorrow. Do the new event. I'm not going to lie though, man. I just really want to play Enfield, but I do want to play the new event. Maybe we double dip tomorrow. Maybe do an evening stream as well. Stream some Ark Knights of the Day and do some Enfield of the evening, maybe. Maybe just come up. Oh, is he? Is he? Yeah, it is. This is a really good introduction to the city. This was, you know, like that slow build up through the bamboo forest and then the little village on the outskirts. Introduction to the characters, bringing us here. It's all felt quite natural. You know, it doesn't feel too rushed at all. It definitely, the pacing so far in Wuling has felt much better. You really should. It's just a natural thing for me. I like picking the stuff up. It's kind of like that mechanical satisfaction for me. So I kind of like spamming F rather than holding it as well. It's just something I like doing, man. Damn. I wouldn't mind living in Wuling. Holy shit. It's so gorgeous. What's behind here? Oh yeah, something as well. Dude, the God Razor. Godly.
Edmund, get on the raft.
Reckon we can make that? Yeah. Is this traversable? Nah, it's too deep. That's too deep, isn't it? Nah, we wouldn't make that. I was thinking, I don't know if we'll make it back. I wondered if we could make, no, we can make that. I wonder if we can make the jump across that rock, but I doubt it. What the fuck?
I still remember my first time coming to Wuling, riding that bamboo raft. I was so excited. Then a watch guard waved from the bank.
I'm glad I didn't come here in the beta.
Hi.
I'm glad I didn't come here in the beta.
He was signaling me to keep a safe distance from other rafts. Weird. It's so quiet today. Where are the other rafts? Hello?
It go down. It don't go down.
It's me. The mad woman's on my heart, so I cut it real quick. Things in Wuling City have been acting up lately. Splatters, the black crab. It's safe roughing, alright? If trouble pops up.
She got cut off. Maybe Mifu caught her.
I don't know how I feel.
Oh shit, look at all the debris in the water.
Something's drifting over. Is that a container? This close to Wuling City? Shouldn't be. Did something happen?
Stay on guard, everyone.
Oh shit.
Attention, raft! Get to shore now! Evacuate into the city!
What's going on? Lugang.
Hey! What's going on? Need a hand?
A hand? What I need is for you to scram. Those Angeloid can hit again any minute. Oh no! My
Mosky, they kind of look like that, yeah.
If you really
Well, they
want
actually
help,
were they
then
actually
drag
them,
his ass
or
into the
just
city.
did they look like them?
The alarm's going off again!
Hurry!
They were the bane of my existence. Them little fucking things were.
The Tianchi pillar array ahead can hold off the Blight and the Angeloid. We'll be safe inside.
Purchase as many chubby lung as possible. Check with the Bureau of Swordmancers to see if they have weapon kits for civilian vehicles. Get photos of Wuling's specific Angeloid. Wuling's biggest shortfall is its Originium. Everybody knows that Zoronite production has exhausted the Originium clusters around the city. When will I ever get to participate in those big bulk trades? Maybe I should start by setting up a company after I get back. Will they rely on Originium trade then, do they?
Dry, and the skies look good. I shall rest well tonight.
Holy shit.
Light? This close?
There are also masses of active blight in Wuling that block paths and exert negative effects on the operators. Avoid these blight masses if they cannot be eliminated. Yeah, what's going on, Mario? Oh shit. Holy fuck, that's fucking sick. Hit it with the space debris. The forbidden jello.
Why is the alarm still going?
The depth readings haven't stabilized. There might be more trouble coming.
We got this. Go! Get inside the city!
I'm actively invested in Wuling already.
Stay safe out here.
And I can just pass through that. This is a cool design. Oh shit. Fucking storm? Oh, okay, I've got to go all in on her. I've got to go all in on both of them. What the fuck? Cheeks! Cheeks! Don't like her in that form. I think she still looks fucking badass. That was fucking sick. She just came in aura farming.
She's Zhuang Fengyi, the Viceroy of Wuling.
Is she my Jinsa?
Barely anyone in the entire HAS can match her.
Truly exceptional. I've reviewed her basic information in SOW, but I did not realize her Originium arts could be so...
She's fucking Storm, bro.
Wait, if the array's working and watchguards are out, why would Qianshi Zhuang step in herself?
Perhaps things in Wuling are not...
Is she gonna have like an ult form in a combat then? Is that what it... Only one floor, a band. Oh, she's the one that looks like the spring onion. Yeah, is that the one? I think she just looked at me.
Identity confirmed. 3 guests from Enfield. Data sync complete.
They are like the fucking mosquito things, right?
Aw, I've missed you. Welcome back to Wuling, Miss Chen Xianyu. Welcome, Supervisor Perlica. And welcome, Administrator. Tianxi Zhuang has been informed of your arrival. Please follow me. She will meet with you formally at the main pillar.
Is it like fucking Tesla cannons?
Pillars are really tall. Think we'd see a den stack or something from up there? You
Oh, Strapto.
I once climbed one of these in the dead of night. You could even
Tianxin
see the lights
pillar
of
array.
Qingdao Stockade in the far distance. Attention! New Wuling regulation. Unauthorized climbing of the Tianxi pillars will incur a fine of 500 T-creds. Ahem. Wasn't me.
Sounds like so cool.
Another day of beautiful sounds.
Oh fuck, look at the dragon. And the stare animations are on point. Yeah, the drone voice receptionist is cute, yeah. See, this game gives me like a nostalgic JRPG vibe,
I'd
man.
be back in Wuling City again.
If you're still unsettled, a distraction might help.
Distraction?
You try shouting toward the city. Excuse me.
Do I have to?
Give it a try. It's better than arriving tense and downcast before Tianxi Zhuang.
All right, here I go. Wuling, I'm back!
Kids just shitted.
Thank you, Chen. I was a bit nervous myself earlier, but now I feel completely at peace.
Wuling's just as bustling as ever. And now there's even... Oh my. That's a ginormous chubby long. Seriously, it's kind of cute. I want to poke it so bad.
Can I put one of those things on the Dijang? See, we need more vocalization from the Emlyn because I like the Gremlin Emlyn. She can be so likable and human, you know.
Distinguished guests, kindly follow me through Fangxing Avenue. The main pillar is just ahead.
Maybe she could give us a ride. Oh, we're about to get cussed. Oh.
Unable to process your request. Feature not found.
It's okay, Enman. There will be vehicles in the city. Phew. I feel so relaxed now that we're inside the city.
Okay, that was a good introduction to Wuling, right?
There doesn't seem to have reached
Like,
her at all.
nice build-up. A good pace to it as well. I'll say so far, I am much more interested in what's happening at the minute. Much more interested in the characters. The setting is way better. Don't get me wrong, Valley 4 looks amazing, and there is some gorgeous areas there is, and I do like it, right? This is a step up, right? I've heard some people say, though, it drops off a bit. I don't know that yet, but so far, I'm intrigued. I think the introduction to the city's been done really well. Like I say, that nice pace of coming into like that bamboo forest, going through the forests, meeting Ardisha, and seeing Neferith, all that sort of stuff. You know, making our way through the village, up through like the forests and I guess the mountainous regions and some stuff, and to here as well. Yeah, man. It's fucking... I'm liking it, man. I'm liking it.
My saviors! My noble saviors!
Oh, Yuan. Please don't call... What's that? We just happened to lend a hand.
Nonsense! This was life-saving kindness.
What are you saying that you're going to end the stream? Now we're going to have 25 minutes.
I was a bit shaken up earlier.
Don't you dare. I would say drop off for selling 1.0, so it's setting up the plot rather than the story falling off.
Just come find me. I'll save all the good stuff for you.
Oh, sweet. He's got some of this shit. Nice. Done a good job making the city feel alive, haven't they? Music's banging as well. Oh, is that like, oh, that's like a field. Okay. Oh. Hello, bastard. Where is he? Where'd he go? Can I make that?
We seem to have high value supplies.
Ain't no way.
Keep an eye out for those.
Right?
There's your sight.
Ah, a little combo wombo. Okay. Okay. You can actually see people jogging on some of those jogging lanes. Jump down from above. Ah, bit of speed, bit of momentum. Bit of speed and momentum. Yeah, dude, I've seen his animation when he gets down, like, and starts fucking going. It's fucking sick. Everybody seems to have a bespoke animation, yeah? Oh, was that the intended solution? I don't know what, that's what he was calling for me to do. Feels like it was. Can I? Jiggle. Oh no, it's a different one. I thought it went up there. It's a different. Where's it going? Got him.
Fragment of a shattered
Got him.
universe. This one traveled massive distances.
Feels odd. Well,
right before us.
in my head at first, I was thinking I need to climb up there. And I thought, I wonder if a bit of extra speed will give us a longer jump. I love the sounds the field makes. What was it? That's it, yeah, Gotcha. Man, the city's beautiful.
Stuff that shines.
Bro, hey, like, I know people have been gassing Wuling up a little bit, yeah. How have they not been gassing it up more? Like, this shit's fucking beautiful. What's that? Seems there's more to it than just being antique. Ingenious design indeed. Excellent placement. It really suits Wuling's urban layout. Or could there be a deeper, more sophisticated logic behind this placement? I'm not a Hongshan native, so I can't figure this out. As a blight early warning system, you can see how each part is interlinked. As this bell tolls, the others... Oh, we could hear the bell tolling, yeah, when she came in. Oh, I need scanning. Ah.
We usually follow them.
Cheers, chat. Most people haven't reached, probably. Maybe, yeah. Maybe. Holy cow. I was taking photos yesterday when I got to the first part, thinking, fuck, this shit looks good. Like, look at that, man. Actually feels like a city. It does, right? Feels alive. Music's nice, theme is good. Overall, a good experience in Wuling. Man, I'll go for, like, hey, I am the Enfield chill, right? I'd go even further saying a good experiences. I mean, this is a great experience. I'm loving this already. Oh, is this a jogging lane here where it starts? Wuling jogging trail. Am I doing it the wrong way? I'm going the wrong way, yeah. Getting distracted. It's like, ooh, piece canny. Ooh, piece canny. And the birds as well. These lamps, man. They're fucking cool, are these? Is this that Zyronites? Or Zyrite, or whatever it is? Oh shit. Probably something like that, right? Actually, brother, where the fuck does this one work? I feel like I've gone off space. I don't want to tip yet. Don't want to tip yet. This one feels like this one's easy as well. It's something like that, though. I feel like we've got to make enough room just for the square in the middle, right? Chat, how far off am I on this? I swear these things fucking cabbage my head, man. I'll go smooth brain fully when it comes to these things. I really do. Nearly got it. Don't take us back there. You know what? You know that one bit where there's loads of them? I fucking did them easy. Oh, the easy ones, bro. Like, nah, man. I ain't built for this shit. There we go. I was too busy trying to build off the square in the middle one, I really. Hey, I ain't the only one. I saw Gacha Smack got stuck for fucking ages on one as well, so I was like, yes, redemption, redemption. I feel better. Open the map and check how many chests there are. Is this all the city here? Fuck, dude. Oh shit, let me know. Oh, I love the music as well. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I really like this game. Like, you guys know that, right? Man, I like it even more now. I like... Thank God. Oh, you finished that. I like it even more now. Been exploring the city for like 2 hours straight yesterday and never got bored of it. The store behind me is the Pansor. Well, that one literally right behind me there. It's no secret you like the game. Like, you know, you might not have heard. Am I gonna? Yes, I am. Yeah, I am, Baku. Maybe tomorrow. I think the plan tomorrow, if I can try and make it work, is stream Ark Knights of the day, do the event, and play Enfield of the evening. Because I don't know if I can not play this tomorrow. No, I don't know if I can not play. I love this game, except the combat, everything else. Are you not a fan of the combat? So, the combat definitely needs some tweaks and work, and some building upon. But I actually really like the combat. But, that's fair, that's fair. And you're not the only person I've heard say that. I've a couple of people in my Discord, actually, who think the combat's actually quite weak. I want to go in these places. Flavor 55, absolutely perfect. Today I finally understood what it means for a scent to travel for miles and a spice to hit just right without being overwhelming. The moment I bit into the meat, the legendary Shangshu I'd only read about in books sprang to life before my eyes. Ambience, 4 out of 5. A little cramped, otherwise great. Service, 5 out of 5. Friendly and approachable. The staff are chatty, but give you plenty of space. What sets this place apart from the other restaurants, it's the owner. I only exchanged a few words with him, but I could tell he had travelled extensively across Talos too. When I saw Morospolis style picked greens on the menu, I really thought it was just a gimmick at first, but the moment it was served, I knew the chef had truly mastered the soul of my hometown's cuisine. As it turned out, Mr. Pan had indeed been to Morospolis. Morospolis, where's that then? We spoke about the grand architecture and the warmth of the people there. I felt homesick. Where's Morospolis? Where the fuck's that? Food critics often say, taste 100 dishes with your tongue, see 1,000 people with your eyes. I think they were speaking of somebody exactly like Mr. Pan. Where's that Morris Polyson?
I still can't handle the spiciness.
Yo, bro, the level of detail's fucking stupid. Can you hear him talking inside? Let me in! What's she doing? She's just laughing at them two. Am I gonna have to I can do it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. So I don't get this from any other gacha game. Like, I've got shit to be doing and I really want to be doing it, yeah, but I'm just like, I keep getting lost in just exploring. Where's that other one? Got the two. I'll be nearby, right? I wanted to pick that up, Perlica. Look at that. Ah, there it is.
We seem to have high value supplies.
Sneaky. Sneaky. Rolls lost in the sauce, yeah, for real. I suppose it's a cyberpunk type city. Sounds like it, right? It makes, when you hear a polis like that, you think like a big metropolitan city, right? You know what I mean? City being so neo-brutalism architecture is pretty cool. Try to see another future region, perhaps. There's a lot of places revealed. Yeah. Fantoma, Simon, Triglava, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wrap up and say. Have you got zip lines everywhere? It's gorgeous. It really is gorgeous. Fuck, I need to stop getting distracted. We'll come back. We'll come back. I need to stop getting distracted. Some of the original architecture is brutalist. Not, I don't know about so much this stuff. I suppose some you could maybe argue is.
Wuling! How did you know I love stuff that shines?
The music's such a vibe. It's quite big, isn't it? Oh, I'm gonna come back for all the triangles and that. Don't worry. I'm gonna be I'm getting sidetracked hard, dude. There's one there. Where's the other one then? That's up there. I'll have to go up and jump down. I'm assuming so, yeah.
Phew! We're almost there. The main pillar's right up ahead.
I was gonna say something, but I'll be in trouble if I do. I shouldn't. It's not fair. Can't keep making comparisons. It's not fair. Feels big because of the method of no. Somewhat, but I think it's just got a bit more scale to it than like Hoang Long. Maybe Raguna, maybe, because Raguna feels like it's got a bit more to it. You're not right though. You're not wrong though. I mean, you know, obviously the world does feel bigger as you move a little bit slower, doesn't it? As well. I definitely think this is definitely a bigger city. Also, at least than Huanglong. I'd say it's probably bigger than Raccoon. This is bigger than Raguna as well, actually, isn't it? Stop yourself. We know what you're thinking. It's like 18 chests to find. I don't want to look up a guide. You got plenty of time, especially if you've cocked all the content, you know? Fucking hell, man. I should have been talking to the people in Wuling City, shouldn't I, really? Brother. It's insane they did all this in Unity. I think we need to investigate fucking Hypergryph to make sure they're not practicing fucking witchcraft, bro. Because, like, what the actual fuck?
Distinguished guests, we've arrived at the main pillar. This concludes our journey. I hope you enjoy your time in Wuling.
Me too. Did you get everything settled?
Me too.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I heard you guys even pitch in outside the city. Thanks for that. We usually avoid letting guests deal with trouble. But never mind. Those Burgerlords got a taste of the administrator's power. It's a good thing. Alright, come with me.
Real could never.
I will take you to meet the boss.
I do hope it's a good advertisement for Unity. What's this?
It's the key to the boss office.
The key to the boss's office. Enter the main pillar. What the fuck? Okay, alright. Aura farming with the office. Okay, I'll see how it is. What the fuck? That's why taxes are so high. Oh my days.
Meet her at the top.
Loving the dynamic camera angles as well.
I'll wait out here.
Tianshu Zhuan's office. The very heart of the main pillar. I'm getting a little excited. Not just anyone gets to waltz in here. I got lucky riding the Endman's coattails.
Endman. This also serves as Enfield's former.
Because you get no views, Jen. That's right.
Don't keep
you don't get no
reading.
views. What do you think she's like?
An absolute genius. She took command in crisis and gave everything right till the end. However, you'll understand once you meet her.
Can I help you?
Why are you so hot?
Are you nervous? Don't worry. She won't bite. Go.
She did come in aura farming like fucking storm glowing green. Bit intimidating.
Did you catch Tung Tung?
I got caught up by something urgent midway, so I had to let her off the hook. You'd better keep your distance from Tung Tung. She's full of nasty tricks.
Looks like Tung Tung got away.
Then hurry along. My boss will probably be quite pleased to see you.
What is this? The sounds, the audio, the ambience.
Only by walking
It's all on
upon the
peak.
land.
On point, sorry. Is this my girl? Is this my Paul? Well, actually, I'm gonna get both of them. I want Mifu as well, but is this my electro unit, chat? Oh, the music. Oh my days. Bro, she's just flexing on us. Like, yo, look at my office. Is she holding on to that then? Holy shit.
I've been waiting for you.
Fuck is that? A desk? Bro, she even Aura Farms have a desk? What the fuck?
Apologies, Administrator. Things have been complicated, and we didn't show you the proper hospitality.
I saw she's kind of got like a telekinesis as well. Is that how she flies?
Please excuse the mess. I didn't get a chance to tidy up.
What do you mean? Room looks clean as fuck. Don't worry about it, Tianxi Zhuang.
Please skip the formality. Just speak to me as casually as
She
you
like,
used
yeah,
to.
regional accent. Probably would have gone hard, actually. I was mixing it up a little bit, right? Do we know each other? I really hope a pity he's not 300
The
pulls.
ensign has only recently awakened
120.
and is still recovering.
So your memories haven't fully returned after
Uber
all.
limited.
Back then, you came to the Wuling science station for an exchange. I was just a Tianshi intern shadowing my mentor, but we briefly worked together. You even gave me personal guidance.
Huh?
Yo, she's such a fucking gremlin.
Brief, but deeply insightful. But
Do we have any other encounters? Yeah, I don't know. Anybody could hate the accents.
for another time.
Like Tang Tang and Mifu sound awesome.
Before we proceed, allow me to brief you on Wuling's current situation.
Okay, I love her design as well.
Please,
I'm actually vibing with the trousers. I'm actually vibing with the trousers, chat. Go out the movement in the material as well. I really like Tang Tang. I like Tang Tang Mifu. I can't say about her specifically yet, but I love her design.
These particle beams are connected to the Shiranite inside the Tianshu pillars. Administrator, you can try touching them.
Weird. How come nothing happens when I touch them?
This feels familiar.
That's because Shiranite still remembers you. It was created from the bold vision you shared with HAS.
Wait, the Endmen actually started Project Shiranite?
Shiranite is an offshoot of the proto-rig technology, so of course the Endman was involved. Chen, didn't you read the reports from the technical axis?
Of course I read it. But I can't magically memorize 30 years worth of reports like you.
Shiranite.
Standing so still for the camera froze. Neil says that sometimes. Tell him I'm practicing to be in the SAS. Special Forces, man.
Stop the blight from spreading and cleanse polluted land and water. It took us over a decade to simplify the manufacturing process.
I do hope one thing I'll say. Don't hope everything we come to and it's like, oh yeah, you did it. And I get why the admin's involved in stuff because they're, you know,
ruin the surprise.
because of being the administrator and being brought back to do specific things. Well, woke up, should I say, to do specific things, but still.
Shiranite has brought to this city.
Not complaining about this, though. I'm just saying in the future. Fucking hell, look how good this looks in here. The actual fuck. Yo, Ken!
Does this show all of Wuling?
Yes. If necessary, we can zoom in to see every detail inside Wuling City.
Everything? And that time I was wrestling with bird and beasts in the meadow?
Don't worry. Nobody's going to look that closely.
Any other uses for it? Weapons. Weapons grade plutonium.
Are those undulating structures around Wuling the Blight Tide?
Correct. Over the past few months, unusual ether activities have caused multiple huge tides to overlap, flooding several zones outside the city badly. While the Tianshu pillars can protect Wuling, they use up Shiranite very quickly. In fact, our supply is nearly exhausted.
Oh shit, we're cooked.
Exhausted.
But the city and the people look normal. Wait, is that why...
I see. That's why the Watchguards and you have personally gone beyond the perimeter to handle the Ingoloi.
Yes. We had to find ways to reduce the strain.
Man, what's that voice remind me of? How long can Wuling last?
Depth readings are still rising.
Yeah, gotta get off after this.
Won't last long. We've got at most 3
Lolo
months.
just flexing his architecture degree in Enfield is so funny to me. Merely hanging on by a thread isn't enough.
The Endman's point is valid. With the automated industry complex, we stand a good chance of making it happen. The AIC is based on proto-rig technology. It's the only way to mass produce
So I think
Shiranite in a
I
short
found
time.
who I'm going to be pulling on if they become available.
I truly hope so.
And Mifu. Let's give it a try and find out.
I I'd almost forgotten just how many impossible things the Administrator can pull off. Administrator, if you'll come this way, you've probably
What about
seen
Tang Tang?
how things
Hey,
are
I
outside
might
the
get Tang
city
Tang as
on
well.
the way here.
These two
But
are
I'm guessing
more
you
balls for me,
haven't
no.
seen the full
But I was
extent
questioning
of the
myself
White
earlier
Tide yet. Here,
about
you
fuck
should
the
be
reflections
able to
as
see
well.
it more clearly.
About getting Levitane and Gilberta and stuff, but it's just like, nah. Bro, how big does your fucking destiny need to be? Like, you're sitting there. Well, actually, she's got telekinesis. Like, somebody rings on the phone, you're like, oh, fuck, get up, walk over here. Good job she's got telekinesis. Look at Wuling. Oh, shit. Look at that view, brother. That reminds me a little bit of that scene of Amia. Start of Ark Knights then. Just flashed in my head for a split second.
With the blight tide rolling relentlessly just outside, it is truly impressive that Wuling City manages to maintain such peace.
Unfortunately, while everything seems quiet,
I need her in my
enemies
fucking
are
team.
already stirring behind the scenes. The Bone Crushers have arrived in Wuling. Several Tianshi pillars have been destroyed over the past week.
Oh,
The
shit.
array still holds, but these losses are clearly threatening the city's stability.
Damn.
I've been informed, but based on the UWST's updates, her activity in Wuling is quite
Almost like a
unlike
euphemism for
before.
the Mongols.
She's not alone this time. A man named Ardashir is with her.
Is he one of Nefereth's allies?
If he was really just her ally, things would be more simple. His arts do not align with any modern Originium arts framework. And he seems fluent in a language we barely recognize.
Ardashir. Could it be ancient Sargonian?
No, it's more esoteric. For now, all we can do is increase Sharonite output to keep the array stable.
Oh, is that the reason for the fact you must grow here then?
Indeed. Worrying gets us nowhere. Let's focus on what we can prepare.
Is Buddy,
I had already
I think-
designated a plot on the city's outskirts.
Sarkaz,
for
yeah, that's what I was
industrial
thinking.
use.
I was thinking that. I was
have
wondering if he was a
also
banshee.
arranged for a guide
Is he a
to assist
lich?
you on the way there. I should be the one thanking you. With all of you here, I feel...
Much more at ease. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking he was a banshee, but you reckon he's a lich?
Yes, when everyone was still around.
It's in these scenes. I just wish
Including
the
you.
Enmin was talking.
Back then, everyone was full of hope. We all believed that every problem had a solution. That no one would lose hope or walk away. Administrator, I hope Wuling invokes your memories. Its people, its stories. Or anything lingering in your heart.
She does sound like she's got a little bit of an accent, doesn't he? Doesn't she? I really like her design. Okay, so she's a must. Mifu's a must. Tang Tang's kind of fire. I'm liking all of these units. This is fucking beautiful. Alright, though. I don't want to. I'm going to have to call it, though, guys. It's 22. I've got to go get Rosie from work. Football's on tonight as well. See if we can get 5 rolls in a win. 5 wins in a row, sorry. That dude can get his hair cut as well, man. He ain't got his hair cut for 492 days. So, guys, thank you for hanging out today. Yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun. I think we'll probably do some Ark Knights tomorrow, and then we'll do some Enfield of the evening, maybe. I think that's the plan. And, yeah, it's been nice just keeping it gaming today. As I say, we'll see what happens over the next couple of days. He's already been going mental again. I'm kind of deciding whether we tag back in, you know? I don't know if there's any need to at the moment. And we can get back to doing some gaming, man, because I've missed it. But boys and girls, appreciate you hanging out today. Enjoy the rest of your evening, or the night, or the morning, or the afternoon, whatever it is for you now. I will see you all tomorrow, guys, okay? Alright, I'll see you later. Ta-da.